Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath through the campaign Many Polos. There we go. Vomyra, you had been with the party as they'd gotten into the Shadow Realm, and they'd found another character named Ainz. And Warren had found a sword hidden under a crack in the wall, and you guys had gone to investigate and busted through into perceivably a set of stairs leading down somewhere else. Vomyra, not about that life, decided to just wander off into the Shadow Realm, and that was the last we heard of Vomyra. So, leading in with Vomyra still, we find you in the Shadow Realm, and
Alright.
gotta pull you over here. There we go. With you going around corners and losing your way and just really not sure of anything after that last spot, even though you'd had the illumination stone, which I'm blanking on exactly what that was. Do you remember the name of that stone?
No. 1 second.
It should be in your inventory there.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to... So I used to know how to do this.
Go
How
into
do
your
I
inventory.
change the size? How do I change the size of,
The map?
no, your guys' like names
Oh, on the
and
bottom of the
like
screen.
boxes on the bottom of the screen, yeah.
If you go in Roll20, you got to go to my settings,
Yeah,
and then you got to go audio, video,
yeah,
and then you got to go to video display,
uh-huh.
and then
Ah,
names
there we go.
only.
Okay. I was like, I used to know how to do this.
Oh, that is so helpful.
Yeah, it clears up the screen a good bit.
Wow.
Yeah,
Good call.
I was like, there's gonna be a lot of us on. Like, I cannot see the fucking screen.
Silkstone. I didn't get to your inventory. Petting my cat just helped me remember. Silkstone. That's the name of the thing that you
The
guys have found.
silkstone.
Yeah, and it.
I didn't see that in my inventory last night.
You may not have put it in there because it was one of the very
Oh
last
no,
things.
there it is. No,
Okay.
I found it.
Good. I thought you
I
would.
don't know. I don't have anything written about it.
Thought you.
It just says, oh no, I do. Blue glowing stone found in the Shadow Realm. If I could spell realm, might be helpful.
And you are carrying that to light your path through. But it
Wait,
seems
how do you spell realm?
Realm, I believe.
Oh, well, I did spell it right.
Realm.
Gonna be today's Wordle.
Right.
So
Okay.
you find yourself
Yes.
in the Shadow Realm, where there are
Mhm.
perceivably no walls, ceiling, floors, nothing. Although you know from your past you had been able to feel your way along and kind of use the shadow or the silkstone in the Shadow Realm to illuminate the path, if you will, as opposed to being able to see actual walls, floors, and so on and so forth. There, as it goes, the silkstone, you've wandered into an area that the silkstone doesn't seem to be affecting. However, when you're lost yourself in it, you keep coming closer to a sigil, it seems like, on the floor, that's drawing you. But you come into a chamber where you'd only been seeing it in your mind's eye, but now you finally see it visibly, although there seems to be some sort of force field around it.
Yeah, so there's a force field around a sigil.
Mm-hmm. Do you see the sigil?
I see some with like 2 moons.
Yes. What looks like a shadowed globe with 2 glowing moons, as you described.
Okay, so a shadow globe with 2 moons.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm in the shadow realm, wandering around with my bluestone,
Yep.
and I'm being drawn to this sigil.
Yep. Although, as I'd said, the sigil is encircled by a field that you can't pass through. You can move your character around. You can see all of this. If you try to interact with
Yeah.
it, you shouldn't be able to. And yeah. Oh, you can get in there. I wondered how that worked. I've been trying to play with this, but I haven't got anybody else to work with it. Dynamic lighting. So you can pass through that area. Interesting.
Yeah,
That's all right.
there's like,
Can you?
oh, interesting.
Did I turn all of it on? That would be the next question. Dynamic
No,
lighting.
there is dynamic lighting.
Okay. But you
Because like
can't.
what I'm going through right now like changes my thing.
Yeah, you can't see out of that. So we'll go with that.
Like when I'm in here, I can't. I select just a circle, and then when I go over here, it's like a different shape.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh,
interesting.
there must be like a pillar right here.
No, what happens actually, we'll say, for the effects of this, you wander inside of the. You kind of feel around the force field, and as you press yourself up against it, you into it, and then you're feeling as if you've been cut off from the rest of the Shadow Realm now, and you can't exit the force field, and you're only in this sphere of a space. About
I can't exit it now.
correct, and there's a sigil on the floor.
Do I recognize the sigil at all?
You can roll a history if you'd like.
Okay. Do. Bloop.
It does not ring any particular bells from your past, especially if I remember correctly, your history has more to do with the hexblood nature being raised by hags and such, which this is not their realm, of the Shadow Realm. It is cursorily, but this particular sigil has never come up in those studies about anything of this. Although, as you're thinking about it, it does kind of remind you of what you understand as a model of what Tareth should look like from a very far distance behind the sun.
Maybe it's not a sigil. Maybe it's a map. Is the sigil glowing?
It seems.
Or is just this, or is my stone glowing?
Your stone is still glowing. The silk stone is, but it doesn't illuminate past there. There is a glowing inside of the sigil, it looks like, but past that of the dark shadowed sphere of Tarth.
Is the sigil like written on the ground, or is it like 3D?
It is on the ground, flat, is what it looks like to you.
Okay. Okay. So I touched the earth, or not the earth. I touched the floor.
The floor that's not there.
Yeah. Does it like? Does it seem like what kind? Like, does it feel like any type of material? Like, would the sigil would it feel like it would the sigil would have to be carved or like magically marked or like just drawn in like dirt?
So you're touching the sigil, to be clear.
No.
You're touching the ground around the sigil.
Yes.
The ground around the sigil does not seem to be of any material at all. It's as if you were touching air, although it still repels you.
Like I'm up against something, but like I don't feel anything.
Mm-hmm. No cold,
Okay.
no warmth, not even your
I
body's
jump.
heat reflected to you.
I jump.
You
Like just
land
jump up,
straight.
like to test gravity.
You land just as you would normally in the.
Normally? Okay.
Yep. On what it feels like to be a hard packed
Um,
ground from your experience through the boots, obviously you're not getting any gravel or anything under your feet, but
yeah. So, is the sigil a color?
there seems to be a ring around the actual marking itself that is of some sort of metal. The sigil itself does not appear to be. It almost
Oh,
seems
so
like
like,
more of a
so
window,
this.
maybe?
Oh, come on. So that, this right here.
Yep.
So that is what seems like metal.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is what seems like. Oh, does it kind of look like, does it kind of like look like a well? Like, could
Mm-hmm.
like go in?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Okay. Um. All right. I touched the metal.
The metal has a permeating cold to it, as if you could not banish it, although it does not hurt you. It does feel beyond what you're used to, it, almost as if you were touching ice.
Okay. So, how long have I been wandering around in the Shadow Realm?
You have no idea.
Like, what would it feel like?
Time
Like,
felt irrelevant. Like
irrelevant.
yeah, there
Fucker.
was no way to look at or see any passings of times. You haven't even felt tired from your marchings through
Oh,
the.
so like I haven't even like gotten tired or
Mm-hmm.
like hungry or sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
I jump in.
And head first or feet first?
Feet first. Feet first.
Butt first.
And you spring over the edge. Are you vaulting in? You want to use some more descriptors here before I start describing some things?
So I like stand like on the edge of the metal thing, and I just do like I'm doing like a broad jump almost, and I just like jump feet first in to like as if I'm like just like jumping like just like if I can jump on it or if I just like jump through it.
And go here. I gotta go this way. Here we go. And you find yourself. Where did you go? Can I paste?
Where did I go?
Okay. Delete. Bursting feet forth, the next thing you realize is that gravity has shifted from your perspective, and you're bursting feet first through a portal that's vertical, and gravity starts to affect you from the underneath side of where your legs are. So roll an
So I'm like I'm gonna land on my head.
No, your feet still go through the portal first, is what it feels like.
Right,
There's a
but then gravity
splash,
flips.
and gravity flips, as in instead of being down, now you're vertical or perpendicular to the gravity field, so it's now under you.
Oh, so I'm like I could like belly flop basically.
Yeah, depending upon how that acrobatics check goes for me.
Yeah, okay, let's see. Acrobatics?
Yep.
All right. Not bad.
You succeed. Do you want to tell me how?
Yay! Okay, so I jump feet first, but then I'm like vertical. So I just go into like a tuck and roll.
And as you
And then I land like squatted like Spider-Man, but like with my cape and hood. I do like a look around.
And as you land perfectly, you look around back at where you'd come through and just see a shadowed vortex of hazy dark colors in a jutting stone through a portal that looks surrounded to be by jutting stone leaning against another, forming a crude doorway. The light emits from the portal, the deep purple bruise, beckoning you away from it, despite its and in spite of its sinister nature. For the portal, you smell fresh earth tinged with cinnamon. A warmth completely unknown here seems to waft from it. And
From the portal behind me?
yep, and in
What,
front
like
of
that I just came through?
mm-hmm, and
It smells like earth and cinnamon?
mm-hmm, and in front of you there seems to be a winding path, a maze of paths actually, and
Okay.
that wind their way up to a tree, a, and cutting through the darkness. They meet briefly before splitting again, branching off before covering yet again at the threshold of the tree,
What?
which is surrounded by a oh shoot, what are all those? An archway of sorts. And you see in the tree, floating amongst its branches, a figure, a dragonkin figure, a blue dragonkin that seems to be held in suspension
There's
in a bubble.
a blue dragonkin floating in a tree. I smell cinnamon coming from behind me. And there's like a maze of paths.
In front of you.
Okay. Um. So I'm gonna try to stealth around like this way to like basically try to like sneak up without being seen.
Okay. As you walk down the path.
Oh
thinking-
shit! Fuck!
I was trying
Trip
to.
over a pebble.
I was trying to do something here, but oh yeah. To back. From the portal behind you comes these slithering vines, red vines, with a red tree that burst seems to be growing forth from it. And it keeps growing slowly towards you and out
Does
every
it-
step you take,
does
but it
it-
doesn't seem to ever quite want to touch you.
Does it feel sinister?
Mm, it has a daunting nature about it. Maybe not sinister, but definitely eerie, as it's the only thing moving in this darkened glen it seems like this paths wind through.
Oh. So it just keeps growing? And this is like grass?
Yes, and grass has started to appear slowly but surely around that area as well. here we
So
go.
I kind of go to the edge of the grass to see like if it's real grass.
It most certainly feels plush and green, and even has the scent of just a fresh rain.
Do I still smell cinnamon?
It is slightly permeating the air and growing more intense now.
Is it does it seem like it's coming from like the roots or the grass or like the portal itself? Like it's just in the air.
At this point, it's almost seeming as if it's coming off of you. It's so permeating throughout the air.
Okay. Um, has it continued to keep like slowly moving as I've been standing here, or has it stopped?
It seems to stop when you had stopped.
Okay. Well, then I keep moving forward.
And the grass seems to grow and follow you along the way, growing cheerier in the place that you felt so haunted by. And mushrooms seem to spring forth from the ground as well in the next part.
Do they look like the MSG mushrooms?
The one set closer to what looks like a spilled blue glowing liquid has it has to be a very young form of it, you assume, but then there are some gold cap mushrooms as well at the bottom of the next path that are large and looks like they've sprung up even though they look like they've been growing for ages.
So these small ones look like young versions of the MSG ones.
Yep.
I go over to take a look at them. Would I know if they have any, if they're too young or if I could gather some to use?
Survival check. I think no, you're not from the forest. That was Idril. Never mind. He would have advantage.
No. I lived in the city.
16. You're remembering distinctly that the ones you had before had harvested from before anyhow had physically moved towards you. These ones do not make a move, so you assume that they are too young.
Okay. So then I slowly walk this way.
Which is this way? South again, or towards the gold
Yeah, towards the gold ones.
to the east?
But I do it slowly to see if the mushrooms react to me.
They do not.
They do not. Okay, so I go up to them. What do they look like?
They look like a memory that you had had once of being a male in a crystal tower with friends.
Oh, you fuck.
Who had been traveling up the tower and stopped to pick up a load of golden cap mushrooms, but
So
three
it
times
kind of
the
feels like
size.
it kind of feels like a memory. Like it kind of feels like I've seen these mushrooms before, but like I can't quite place it.
I mean, it feels pretty distinct, like it was a memory you've had yourself, even though you know you were not a male, that you did not have.
Right. So I go down and I pick the 3 small ones.
Okay.
I put
And you put them in your inventory, your bag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Don't forget to add them there.
So besides the memory, do I know anything about gold cap mushrooms? Probably not.
As Vomyra, not really.
Okay. Is this a bush?
It is a bush.
I walk
And
over to the bush.
the monotone landscape that was there before seems to have taken on much more color. At first muted, now lovely. A verdant green replaced now, and then the lovely blossoms burrow through and replace withering trees. The darkness seems to shrink from this newfound light that's coming from the portal, alien and unknown, as it spreads outward. Moss springs up, enveloping the dust and ash as the light rises to the sky to part the persistent, dreary canopy of the clouds. I'm reading this from Describe, by the way. This is where I'm getting some of these descriptors for you. I see that you're still moving around.
I still don't quite understand what describe is, but I'll get there. So I'm just gonna keep moving forward. So the tree that in front of me, does the tree in front of me that the dude that's like just floating, does that tree look dead?
Very, very dead.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep moving forward.
And the grass follows with you. And
To
the
see
green...
what happens. Like to see if the tree comes to life.
As you reach towards the edge of a cliff that you stand under, looking up at the tree, you notice a stair to your right or to the west, where the grass seems to have gone up and stopped right before the tree that you're looking up above the cliff face from.
Okay. So I'm gonna go up the steps.
And life bursts forth and from the tree and around the encapsulated area, and the bubble that seems to be holding this blue dragonkin person, and they fall down to the ground. That's your cue, Max.
Are these big mushrooms?
Those are
these
tinier gold cap mushrooms again.
Oh fuck.
Not tiny as in they're about the same size that you harvested.
So like in comparison to me, how big are they?
Those mushrooms individually are somewhere in the realm of 8 to 12 inches in height and basically diameter, if you're counting the edges of the cap. Kind of thinking of it as a sphere.
So I dive behind the mushrooms to try to hide.
And you let me know.
Like he falls and I just like try to hide behind the mushrooms.
Oh, I got you. Let me know how you pronounce your name in the meantime, Max.
Oh, Ruvik is how I've been saying it.
Okay, that's what I just wanted to make sure before I said anything and messed it up.
Yeah, nothing crazy or fancy there. Am I like immediately conscious when I land? Like, do I land on my feet? Do I fall? Am I weak?
Land on your stomach, kind of sprawled out at the base of this tree.
Okay.
And you're waking up as if you had just woken up from a deep slumber. So that's where you're coming in at.
Okay. So I'll probably I'm gonna take a look around, try to gather my surroundings, see if I see anything familiar or anything that may give me some context on where just trying to get to my feet as much as I can.
When you get to your feet, could you roll me a perception and Vomyra a stealth?
Yes. Alright. Let's go.
Sorry, I did that.
You're all right.
It's the 8.
You're kind of reaching up and rubbing your eyes, and you hear something, but you don't see anything around you. But you know there's got to be something else here. You're seeing it's a very vibrant glen you must be in. There's trees growing, grass growing. There's a brilliant light coming from straight north from you too, as you're rubbing your eyes that you're noticing. And
The most glaring thing is that like I can like the biggest thing I sense is something, moving around. Something else is here with me. It's like the main thing I'm getting, like my first initial gut reaction.
other than, as I'd said, there is distinctly in front of you to the north, a good 40 feet or so away, a glowing bright light.
Gotcha.
Well, now
Are
looks
my
to be coming from a large tree.
okay. In no way that I recognize. Are my weapons still? Are my weapons on me? Or are they
You have
kind of like?
everything. You have all your starting stuff.
Okay. Well then I'm drawing the sword and shield, and I'm gonna kind of slowly kind of work my way towards the light, kind of straight ahead. Still being cautious, still not really knowing where I'm at. I'm having a
Oh,
hard time.
you're in measure, Max.
You're
So
gonna
if you
go up
go
to the.
to the top left-hand corner, you'll see a little
Little
column of
arrow. I
Yeah.
got it.
icons. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. So I move up here, and then I'm gonna take another look around to see if I can, find out what I hear and what's going on around me.
So I'm basically just observing right now
You see
to see
everything. What?
if he like looks like he knows where he's at and where he's going, and or if he looks like confused.
You've seen everything that I described, Vomyra. After you
Okay.
dash behind those
Yeah.
mushrooms.
Hmm. So I see blue dragon. So what do I know about blue dragon borns?
You know that one used to be in your party as a healer.
That's right.
By the name of
As
Baharash before he passed.
Oh yeah.
as I'm starting to like gather my bearings and kind of get my feet under me, do I notice any like wounds or injuries that I'm feeling, or
You feel
am
as
I
it
in it?
completely refreshed, which is odd considering the last things that you remember, which I'll let you fill in the blanks if you want, but I did have some things that we can kick around after the session. But uh, this for now, you're waking up completely refreshed, and you're standing very confusedly in this very beautiful glen with a glowing tree directly to the north.
Okay.
So are you facing the portal,
Yes.
Ruvik?
Yes, I am. I'm looking at the light and at the tree, and I am kind of just
Okay.
trying to figure out
Um,
what's going on around me and where I am, because I don't recognize a thing.
the stonework that the tree was in the center of.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see any like sigils that look like the one I walked through,
Nope.
or any sort of like runes or?
Nope. Nothing.
Okay.
It all seems to be of plain stonework.
So I'm gonna try to dash up to him with my blades drawn.
Okay. Just dashing up with your blades drawn. Don't know.
Yeah, dashing up with my blades drawn, like trying to be on the offense, like put him in like the defensive to kind of like question him a little bit.
Okay.
Do I hear this dash?
Oh yeah, yes. And you would turn at the very moment when the blades are out and facing towards you. If you were turning. I'm presuming you were, but that's maybe presumptuous
Yeah.
of me.
Definitely turn towards the sound of the dash with a shield up and sword, trying to raise up to meet the enemy.
Okay. So I immediately say,
Now recording.
Fuck you, Craig.
Greg.
What's up?
Okay. So I dash up to blades drawn, and in Draconic, I say, "Who are you and what are you doing here?"
Not so much the words she says, but the language she uses kind of causes me to take a quick step back, and I lower my weapons a little bit, thinking that maybe, she may know some of my people, or she may be an ally somehow, and I ask how she knows Draconic.
Uh,
Hadn't thought that far ahead.
I just no. I just repeat the same thing. I say, "Who are you, and what are you doing here?"
Uh, do I have the memories of who I am?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I give her my name as Ruvik. I tell her my name is Ruvik, and and that I have no I don't recognize this place at all, and then I
How did you get
return.
here?
I have no idea. I don't even know where here is. Who are you?
Not none of not of your concern.
I kind of snarl at that. I take it as a view of disrespect since I gave my name, and try to intimidate her a little bit, and I puff up, ask again who she is, more demanding.
I go by the name Vomyra, and that is all you need to know.
Ruvik is satisfied with that and takes one more. I'll take one more glance around at the surroundings and ask Vomyra if she knows how she got here, or even if she knows where here is.
Um, so would Vomyra know that I was in the Shadow Realm?
Mm-hmm.
Like that she was in the Shadow Realm?
Uh-huh.
Or is that like an out of game thing?
Vomyra would know.
Vomyra, no. Okay. I jumped through a portal from the Shadow Realm and arrived here. I am I am searching for my party. We got split up in the Shadow Realm.
And at the mention of that, you hear over your torque, Vomyra, "Oh, you're ready to play again!"
So is the torque just always on?
The torque,
Or do I have to like
the torque is
speak into it?
on
to-
you, but it doesn't.
So it's not like I speak into it and it like
The torque knows
sends a message.
everything.
It's just always
It,
it's just always on.
you're remembering as you're thinking about it too. It has a bit of an intent behind it that you've been able to use it. The torque
Oh,
itself.
I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, so it picked up my intent of looking for. Okay,
And
I see. Okay.
and the Manny says, "Well, you just gotta step back through that portal," and it seems to flash once with some energy back at the portal. After you've walked through the Fey Glen here, it seems that it's recharged and can get you back to your friends. I can teleport you that way.
Hey, Glenn. Does that ring any bells?
you know of that there are glens in the Fey world that have trees, and as you're looking back at the portal too, you realize what you had brought back to life was one of those portals into the Fey world, which
Hey,
is
John.
a giant tree. Yes.
Josh, my Discord went out there for a second. I missed a good 20 or 30 seconds of explanation there. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Where did you get left off there?
Uh, right when whatever is speaking to Vomyra spoke the second time.
He'd said that I can get you back to your friends. You just gotta step through this portal up there, and the portal that's glowing brightly flashes once is the description you missed, as well as he'd said you seem to have reactivated it in the Fey, in this Fey part of the Fey realm, in the Fey Glen, in this Fey Glen, generally speaking.
Can I hear? Can I hear the thing that's speaking to Vomyra?
It is speaking out loud,
Okay.
and it says in general too. It seems you've picked up a new party member too. They need a talk. They thinking of joining the party?
I have no idea who this person is.
I respond directly to the voice asking how if they know who I am and how we get out of here.
Let me think here back. Ruvik, right? Yeah, I
How do you
mean,
know my name?
out of here is a broad scoped question, but I can get you back to the rest of Vomyra's party. He doesn't answer the question, he lets it lie.
I turn my attention back to Vomyra and ask who is this party it speaks of? Are they friend or foe?
To be
They are
determined.
friend till they decide otherwise.
Well, perhaps we should at least walk through the portal and see where it takes us. We very well can't stay here.
Uh, does it look like these paths like wind off into
Into the forest?
or is it just like the portal is the only option?
It seems like the paths, wherever they'd stopped leading to the forest edge, are well grown. This area was the only, for the most part, unplant inhabited area. The rest of it is very much a thicket. You'd have to push your way through to even traverse into the wood.
There's nowhere to like climb, no like ledges or other kind of higher paths to reach.
You are at the highest elevation here, and or over at the portal in your current vision.
Gotcha.
Um,
What would you like to do, Vomyra?
well, it seems we have no other option. I don't know your intentions, but I think it is better if we find others to get us back to the world that we know.
Well, I mean you no harm. Just keep those blades sheathed.
I'll do my best.
Uh,
And I put the blades away
nice.
for now.
As she begins to sheath her blades, I start
Or only wait, is your blade drawn?
at when you spoke to Draconic, I'm not sure if I said I meant to put it away.
I probably forgot, so okay. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm no longer in kind of a threatening position at this point. But I am this is like a hill I need to walk down here.
Yep, with what
There's
looks like
something
a
down.
grown-in set of steps that leads down.
Okay. So cautiously, I make my way down it and kind of north towards the big yellow mushrooms. Kind of taking a look at the water on the left there, but making my way forward.
With what looks like
Um,
Vomyra trailing
as I
behind, watching
as
cautiously.
yeah. As I um as I walk forward, I look behind me to see if if the color and life recedes.
It does not.
Does not. Okay. I keep moving forward.
Yep. Steady pace forward, still moving cautiously. I kind of stop at the water to see if I could see my reflection in it. And then I reach down to touch it, see how cold it is, or cold or warm it is.
It feels as warm as if the sun has been heating it all day, and when your hand is knuckle deep, you feel almost, even though you had just woken up seconds ago, completely refreshed as if you had just woken up again, although the dreariness does not come back. It's just that refreshing.
Take a small handful of it and throw it on my face real quick, shake it off, and make my way back around towards where Vomyra's heading.
Okay. And you guys get up to the portal?
Yep.
In the base of a knotted tree, it looks like, you realize now, no longer looking as if it were stone, now vibrantly alive.
Okay.
What do you do?
I just step through as if I've done this before.
Just nonchalantly, whoosh.
Yeah, nonchalantly just walk through.
And
Can you describe the knot again?
it's as if there's there are passing pieces of growing around it, but there's where there would be a void in the tree is just the portal.
Okay. And Vomyra's already walked through the portal,
Mm-hmm. And whoosh, she is gone.
and she's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I I reach out as if I want to touch the knot, like something just like innately calls to me, but I hesitate. I stop and I walk through the portal, following Vomyra. Whoosh.
All right. Well, this is where we're going to stop this for a second and go to a different part of time. So I'll give you guys a bit of a break a second. That was what I was going to try and get done before 7 o'clock, but we're already at 7:30 here. So
Yeah.
I'm going to jump.
Sorry.
Hey, no worries. That was as long as everyone had fun and no one is offended that we had to take a little bit longer here to get ready. I think we're going to
Right.
jump over to Chauvin is who we're going to fill in some other blanks with here if you're on.
I'm here.
All right.
I can see again.
You can. Do you remember where you were?
I was laying in a corner sleeping.
Good. In the chamber of Loki, and
Yes.
you are laying there. You've closed your eyes for the most part, and you know at least a little bit of rest has come to you in your weary eyes. But you know your friends are up to something, and your attention kind of arises again as you see some of them talking to Loki. But as that attention comes back from your mostly unconscious state, you feel a buzzing in around your neck.
Oh, buzzing around. Oh no. Might get one of those little thingies that you flick. Can I feel around my neck?
Yeah.
I want to feel around my neck. What do I feel?
You find a forgotten piece that you had exchanged 2,000 gold for in hopes to get a most sought after treasure, and it's vibrating in your hands.
Ah, yes. That thing. The the forgotten piece is shaking, or what I wanted is sitting on my neck.
As you were holding the vibrating piece, your hand clasps around it, and what you feel in your hands changes into a black velvet sack with a gold string around it.
Interesting. I would like to open it and peer inside.
It seems to struggle against you opening it, as if the knot is a little too tight.
I must be really inept. Can I roll sleight of hands to see if I have discovered how to untie a knot?
You may.
I'm a little scared.
What'd you get? 15.
15.
So you're struggling, and as you're picking at it, the gold string of the bag pulls at your nail, and you see a drop of blood come out from the tip of your pricked nail that you've bent backwards slightly, and the drop of blood goes down to the sack, and where it pools, and from the wound, it's as if it's right into the cinch, and it vanishes, the knot, as if it had never been, and the threads come untied, opening the sack.
I hope I never find one of these knots in real life. I would like to peer inside this sack that has made me bleed.
And as you look inside, you see the back of brilliant cards, and you
Oh no.
see a flash out of the corner of your eyes, as well as what seems like the rest of the cards from your pack just land right onto the stack deck. And wait. Show. Oops. I gotta shuffle all these. Shuffle.
Oh, I knew it was a deck of many things.
And the deck is sitting in the sack as per your request.
What? Well, I'm just gonna hold on
What?
to this for the moment. Actually,
Oh,
I'm going to
shit.
put that into my bag of holding.
Back into the bag of holding where it was.
Wait. It's in a bag of holding?
The cards
I
were...
am not adding that bag into my bag of holding then. That'd be very bad.
Yes, you're realizing
I'm glad
this
you elaborated.
is more than likely a bag of holding, as it is magical in nature.
Whew. I almost erased myself.
Well, draw a
I'm
card.
going-
You might erase yourself anyway.
So you
I
have...
had a plan for this, but if you want, I can draw a card. I can become a god, or I could just be dead.
Do it. Do it. Do
I
it.
don't cave to peer pressure unless someone else tells me to do it.
So you're not doing it right now? I'll hide these cards then.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I left it open for people. No. There we go. I got a second do. No, I can't. I'm not going to break anything. I'm going to put them away.
You can. You can do
Why?
it.
You can
They're-
totally break everything. I would be so okay with it if this is how it ended.
Okay, no, don't do it.
No, totally do it. You should totally do it.
I'm going to take that, but hold on. Let me tell the
What
DM
could possibly
something.
go wrong?
I don't know. I guess everyone can hear it. I want to roll an acrobatics check. I rolled pretty damn well. And I'm going to put that deck of cards in a place where I know no one's going to get them, if you catch my drift.
Prison wallet. Got it.
Yes.
You're... Are you tying the knot back up as well?
Where'd the string go? Do I have to bleed on it again?
The string was still there. It's as if the knot hadn't been, so it kind of just unraveled itself in front of you. May have been a bad descriptor there. My apologies. So the
No, I'm just
string
gonna
is still
fold the bag over. I don't want to bleed again. If a fucking hole opens in my ass, it doesn't matter to me at that point.
there. All right. So you have also. Please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
7 inches. 13.
All right. So as you fold the velvet bag over itself, wrapping it again on its sides too, trying to make it as small as possible, you slide it down the back of your pants, and
Does anyone see me doing this? Because if they do, I want to make direct eye contact with them. Deadpan.
I do not think anyone sees you currently because, as you notice, it seems like Griselda is in deep discussion with Loki while you're.
Is Loki looking at me?
Loki is not. He is.
Okay.
He is intent. He is somewhat seeming bored with the conversation, actually, with Griselda, but more of an exasperated bored rather than a. There's nothing that I haven't heard before bored, and yeah, so you successfully shove it up there. Let me see what the. Let's do a.
Where's my cool little notes to add my keister stash stuff?
5 damage.
5 damage. You said I short rested, or did I get my long rest?
You got a short rest from that when you were resting in the corner.
I'm going to spend 2. It didn't give me health.
That's weird. Oh, there, I hear the blue dupes.
I
Okay.
had 9 health to myself, and I lost 5.
Yep.
So, that's 9. Okay.
All right. As you finished shoving said thing up your keister, you hear and feel a rumbling that's going throughout the chamber, and
Oh, thank God. I thought that was going a different direction.
and maybe later, not right now though. You might have convinced me to start rolling to see who has to poop. No, I'm just kidding. And you see that the discussion is finished, and between Griselda and Loki, but you're standing there, kind of rubbing your wound, so to say, and the rumbling turns into a snap as the last chain around Loki breaks, and the sense of everyone. I know that I haven't addressed everyone this evening, but welcome, thank you. Everyone awares that's here, because this is happening to you as well after the last things you remember. But you feel this sensation around you as if you had just been stuck in mud and trying to wiggle your way out, as if you're crawling through, as if you imagine what a worm would feel like when it's moving through the dirt, and you then feel as if you've been dropped from a very high height and land into a wet, swampy area that is around you. Do you guys see everything?
I see black.
You might have to take a second and reload.
Did my purse open?
No, you're good. We've got a Vomyra and a Ruvik over here as well. Do you guys see stuff?
Oh, refreshed.
Oh shit. Oh, I missed my opportunity.
What's that?
I was gonna go make another drink.
Oh, you can. I was just making sure
see black.
you're seeing the screen.
Yes, I do see the screen.
Okay. Oh, you might have to zoom out there, Chauvin, to get.
I am zoomed out. It is a black square. Well, I guess more maybe of a rectangle, slightly. Looks a little taller than wide.
That should be
I'm gonna
where we're at.
BRB
but-
real quick.
Okay. But you aren't. That you should be able to see the screen. Let me see. Let me make sure that you're here. Yep, this is Chauvin. Oh, I gotta turn your freaking vision on. There we go. I didn't get this character's. I thought I got everyone's though this last time. How about now?
Now I see shit.
I had to grab everyone, so it was just easier today before to just like drag and drop them from the side menu because you guys are all over the fucking place.
I've seen this cart before. I see that we go to the same icon places. Is this cart taking me to the same damn place that yours did?
No. Luckily,
okay.
Not. Luckily not. Fluttered down on top of a cart, though, as if they'd just been flying.
That fucking bird.
Nuisance who's fluttered on top of a cart with somebody in it that you guys mostly don't recognize who are here, and they are unconscious and looking to be impaled on the tree. Other than Nuisance. Nuisance is alive, but the horse and carriage is well maimed and in disuse. I would also.
Oh, it's on top of a tree above us.
You guys are below the tree.
Did it like get dropped onto the tree?
It looks like that.
Or did the tree grow like into it around it? You know, like people leave bicycles leaned up against trees, and the tree like absorbs it.
I wish it were that beautiful. It is a much more morbid sight in front of you.
Okay. So is it like the carriage just dropped onto the tree?
Yes. And you guys all take 21 damage
we all take 21 damage
as you fell flat.
And how long ago did this fall on there? Like, do these entities still seem solid, or are they pretty loose and missing stuff?
They seem very solid, and you're kind of remembering, but it's a little bit jarring to be sure, and said you thought that crashing noise as you landed was just you, but you're wondering whether or not it was actually this carriage and the servant and the horse that it's landed on this tree may have been.
Wait, you can clarify for me who takes 21 damage?
Everyone.
Everybody.
Why?
You
Fall
fell
damage.
as if you fell from a very high distance. Except for, I apologize, Vomyra and Ruvik, who are, you guys in particular are walking through what looks like a tree you look briefly behind you as you walk out of it. As the fresh, warm cinnamon notes disappear, the light from the base of the tree just kind of melds into it again, and the rotting, deathly odors of the new area that you're standing in putrefy your nose to the point where you're cringing to yourself and wondering what that smell is.
Before I go ahead, Josh, like I'm seeing black on my screen on my roll 20.
Let me make sure. Nope, that's there.
What's that smell? Ooh, that smell. It's the smell that surrounds you.
How about now?
No, it's still all black.
How about now?
Oh, afraid not. Oh, hang on.
Okay, I was gonna say you might have to zoom out a good bit.
Here we go.
Okay. Okay. So you just walked out of a tree. Oh, she's got her headphones on now.
Alright.
So
Yes,
you
what?
just walked out of a tree with Ruvik, is what you were seeing before. I should have waited. I was too engrossed in describing the putrid smell. That's,
Oh, no, you're fine. I'll listen back to it.
Okay. So you've walked out of a tree, and it smells horrible here.
Okay.
Not like cinnamon at all.
Yeah,
No, so I just start gagging. I was like, do I see people?
Yes, you see a crowd of people that look like they've just been dropped here from a very high distance into the swampy area that seems to be all around you.
In general, how far away are they?
Each square is 5, so 5, 10, 15,
Yeah.
20, 25, 30 is the closest person.
I'm sorry. I'm not seeing any of the player icons on the screen.
They should be these things. Do you see
So-
those? Do you see these?
No, like all the player icons. No, I don't see any.
Let me see something.
Refresh.
What do you see?
Oh, hang on. I see the map, but I don't see any.
You don't see any
How
like
far are you zoomed out? Because they're small and not very like distinct from the background. So you have to zoom in quite a bit.
Especially Chauvin, who seems to be blending in quite nicely.
Yes.
Also, you guys are noticing now, as you're taking in more of the surroundings, to the north appears to be a small, drab, dreary inn, or ale house, actually, is what it says over the top, but they've spelled ale like sickly instead of the drink.
like ILL?
However you spell that, I am not going to test
Or what
being able-
ails you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
oh, AIL.
Yep. And sitting before the inn, under a small portico to the second roof, it looks like a small porch to a thatched roof, are two large individuals, each with two heads, who the two heads on each individual seems to be talking to the other two heads simultaneously. You're not sure how this is transpiring. And
Right.
to the south, you guys are just to give you some more as you're leaning or looking around, is a bit of a murky stream that seems to meander through off to the east and down to the south.
I go and check on Vomyra since she's retching. For some reason, the smell doesn't bother me as much, so I can make sure she's all right and ask if she knows the group of people we can see in the distance, if she recognizes them.
I'm like, oh yeah, they're the bastards that left me behind.
Ah, so those are the ones you spoke of earlier.
Hey. Yes, that is true.
Shall
And
we?
so let's see, who do we got? Who do we got? What is happening?
Where are they at compared to us?
To the east.
Yep. Did you see the ping, Warren?
Directly, yeah, directly to the east.
This is Mom, or no, is Mame? No,
I think
Mame's
they might
not.
just be behind the trees for me.
Mommy,
I'm in the middle.
you are feeling as well. I should have added this. I apologize. Completely conscious again. The last thing you remember is you were looking into a Medusa's eyes, and now you're laying on the ground as if you've been dropped from a very high distance.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
That was Mame, who, if you recall, had been.
So wait, so I'm laying on the
petrified.
ground. Am I face up?
Everyone pretty much landed on their backs.
Okay, so we're all face up.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have. I'm assuming that we're outside. It seems like if there's a tree that we're probably outside. So I'm just gonna have this dumb, stupid grin on my face, and I'm just gonna point and start laughing maniacally.
What about you, Warren?
I'm gonna sit up and go. This teleporting shit's getting old.
And you, Chauvin?
I'm just gonna say, ow.
Otherwise, as you guys are both, all three getting up, at least sitting up, I'm assuming, your other friends are all still laying on their backs.
I'd like to still stay laying on my back.
Oh yeah, no, I'm still staying on my back because I don't know what the weather's like, but is it are there clouds? Is it daytime? Is it clear blue sky?
When you're looking up, you only see a dark, dreary, damp mass of what looks to be ambient clouds. So it's really hard to tell where the sun is even right now, even though there is light permeating.
still the sky? Still clouds. Still happy.
While laying on my back in pain, I would like to ask how the hell we got here. What happened?
Magics.
Okay, but whose magics?
You've been with
Well,
this
how many
group for
magic
how
people
long?
do we know?
I don't know. I don't pay attention. I'm magic. I sure shit didn't do this.
Do you think any of us did this purposely?
The
I
funny,
don't know. Y'all have good ideas.
the funny thing is, none
I
of
would
you
like to
know.
remind you that one of our ideas was to go to hell in the first place. So I
That
would like
wasn't
you to...
mine. I joined after.
You said we had good ideas.
I was referring to everyone but me. I have great ideas.
Your
I guess I'll sit up and look around.
guys are witnessing that as you finished walking through out of the tree line. I'm not sure if you guys are doing anything, but you're standing there by the tree and sitting up.
Did we witness them fall, or
Nope.
or do we just see them sitting up?
You just see them sitting up as if you had just walked in.
Okay.
You're not sure if maybe they were just taking a nap, maybe? You're not 100% sure, but it does look like they were
Okay.
splayed out oddly on the ground, as if they had been dropped there unintentionally because they're laying in muck.
Warren gets
Yeah.
up and
Hey guys, how's it going?
stretches as if he just woke up from a really stiff bed.
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck are you?
I don't know. The last person who came tried to steal my shit. Do you like books? Because if you do, fuck off.
Not that much of a reader.
Alright,
Oh,
cool.
She
Oh.
she used to be part of the party. She kind of just vanished at one point, I think.
Yeah,
Wait,
guys
wait,
just
wait.
kind of ran off without me.
What about that other person with you? Do they like books?
I don't know. Ask him.
Him! You like books?
You're muted.
Oh no, he's disabled? Does he know sign I don't know sign language. Anyone know sign language? Still muted, my man.
It wouldn't be D&D if there weren't technical difficulties.
It's D&D.
I need a
For
button.
Dumber and Dumber.
D&D. You're
Feeling better about him not liking books.
Well, he's not much of a talker, so he might like to read.
Hey,
My bad. My bad. First time, don't judge me.
yeah, no judgment here. What was Ruvik's response to Chauvin there?
You
You
can
like
you can
books.
address me by my name. I am Ruvik. Who the hell are you?
Okay, hold on.
Didn't answer the question.
So, new girl, you know them. Ouch. Rubik's? Do you like books?
It kind of sounds like a square.
I already answered that question. Where the fuck are we?
That is a
He
great
didn't say
question.
whether he likes books or not. I just fell. I'm hurting. And something moved inside of me, and I don't like that feeling.
It could be nausea.
Oh, it's something.
It could be part of that slime cube you were in. You didn't inhale while you were in there, did you?
I'm going to choose not to answer that.
What are you
All I
guys
can say is
talking
it
about?
tasted funny.
How do we get out of here?
Out of
I
where?
don't know where here is.
We just left. We just
Yeah,
got
we-
here.
I'm pretty sure we were just in hell a second ago, so this is like an upswing in our character's arc.
Yeah, Mame is gonna stop maniacally laughing and sit up and look around and notice that there is something that resembles a tavern and take their chances and go try to find some alcohol to celebrate.
I follow Mame.
Who's the dude on the carriage?
Dead.
Oh.
Dead.
I want to call him Phil.
Where's the door?
I'm gonna continue to lay here and stare at Phil.
I'm gonna loot
The door on
I-
this side
Josh,
or
I-
around?
Warren's an asshole.
Okay.
I can't move my character, FYI, Josh, but I am walking towards the tavern, following
Nope,
Mommy's.
that's not a door.
Yes, it is. But there aren't doors in or roll 20 as it used to be in Astral.
But it won't let me through.
That's what I'm saying. There is a door there, but you have to let me know that you're going to open it and how you're going to open it. The two individuals greet you as you walk up to the door with 4 head nods from 2 bodies.
I'm just gonna grunt and nod. Yeah, so moving in Roll20 is a little different, Bree. So you can either go to the arrow at the top of, like, the top left, and so there's select move and then pan. One lets you move your character. That's really annoying. But if you just can't move your character at all.
I just can't move it at all.
Try that one.
Weird.
Can you move that one?
It is
Warren,
being really sensitive.
why are you standing on me?
Can't move either.
Can you click on them?
Oh, I got someone.
There you go. All right.
Warren says, "God damn it!" out loud.
So you do walk through the door,
It's all,
Mame.
He can
it's all
hear
dark
you,
and
know.
shit.
I never got into that treasure room.
Joven
Alright, so I
still wants
can't
to
move
know
forward past a certain point.
why Warren's standing on me.
Why are you?
Sorry. I wanted to loot the guy who's on the carriage.
Don't climb the fucking tree, mate. Get off me.
Yeah, roll an acrobatic or no, athletics actually.
Okay.
Oh, sweet Christ.
Can't pass like where I'm at, but I am in the tavern.
18.
Thank you.
You shimmy up the tree to the edge of the carriage, and there is some fine fixings, if you will, in the carriage. If you guys want to wait for the bar, I'll tell you in a second what the description is in there. But you are also seeing he is well dressed, but with no real jewelry or anything like that, as well as there seems to be blood stains in throughout the carriage, as if there were 2 other figures in there.
Bird.
I'm gonna search his pockets.
I'm gonna crawl backwards in case he falls.
Just sliding through the swamp.
Yes, just on my back. That is in pain.
And
I'm gonna watch part of that, shake my head, and then walk into the bar.
And you just roll an investigation if you would.
I'm great. 7.
I'm just trying something else out here. Okay. Uh-huh. Probably should have had that up earlier if I wanted to use it. You find a nice set of leather spectacles, leather-cased spectacles, probably with your nipples kind of get a chubby at the idea of that they could be gold-plated.
When you say
Oh.
leather spectacle, leather
case.
like there.
Sorry.
So there's a leather case with
Yeah.
spectacles in it.
Correct.
Okay. I'll shove that in my pocket and work my way in. I'm guessing this is like supposed to be like a carriage that has like a door on the side.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to work my way into the carriage.
Okay. You're in a completely busted, as if the branches had gone all the way through different parts of the carriage as it had been dropped from whatever height on top of the tree.
And there's nothing in there?
Nope, besides the blood marks, and it seems like the fine fixings, as in there's nice wood wall paneling that's been destroyed now, and some cushions that are pretty much mangled, but were a nice soft velvet, which is very extravagant.
I guess I'll get down.
Okay. Another athletics.
19.
Nice. And then back on your feet with a splash, splashing some of your unconscious friends, including the awake one, Chauvin, slightly.
You having a fucking giggle?
Alright, you still looked a bit asleep.
Alright, I'm gonna get up now.
Okay. Well,
That's it. I'm just standing up.
okay. Inside of the tavern here, let's go back to where Mame. I know you're probably thinking of what you're doing already, but I'm just gonna have you guys come in like this if you're stacked up here. I gotta grab the right people though.
Can we walk into a Wild West bar?
You walk in a line with Mame leading first, but each of you bump into the next one as you're walking in, each from the same astoundment that there are floating... besides the normal patrons, it seems like there are some dwarves, some humans, mostly, but the actual keeper of this particular tavern are all ghostly, floating, limbless, marred-looking shadow creatures of a sort. But then
Foreign remarks, not the weirdest tavern we've been in.
So,
Agreed. And I walked to the bar.
yep, it seems like Mame, you'd walked over to the left at the end of the...
Yeah, so I can't. It looks like there's people sitting in these seats. I don't want to like be rude and stand on top of them.
Yeah.
So I was trying to go like to the side.
I kind of stand here dumbfounded for a second, and then also make my way to the bar, kind of following the only person I have any real rapport with in the first place.
Jesus Christ, what is up with my character?
Can you not see stuff again or something?
No, it's just he's just moving around weird.
Oh, I moved it.
But yeah,
for
I'm
you.
at the
Also
I'm at the end of the
locks
bar.
to the grid. Like I can't move my character in between grid spaces.
If you hold
Hold
the
Alt.
yeah, Alt button while you move.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't know that either. That's helpful.
look at that. Hack.
Chauvin, you coming into the bar?
Oh, whoa, what
I would
the
like to come
flying
inside.
fuck? Well, I fucking
Hey,
saw
I
it.
made it inside. What the hell is that?
I'm gonna
So
look
the-
at the bartender and be like, "Do you have alcohol?"
The dwarf sitting next to you says, "You generally don't just ask for what you want here. This is neutral ground, friend."
What do you mean neutral ground?
Oh, you must be new here.
Yes.
And he looks
Yes,
up
I am.
from his drink that he's leaning over. Oh, and big. Well,
I ate my vegetables growing up.
I'm sure you did. None of us here did, though.
You fucked up.
Ha, you could say. One might have damned us pretty good.
Lean over the bar and say, 2 shots and a beer, please.
Make that 3.
Wait, so what do you mean neutral ground? Is there a war happening?
The floating individual behind the bar floats over, and there is a cup that comes out from under the bar, floating, and it seems like set down for what you had ordered, and one of the tendrils of it that looks mangled flows over and on top of it and just fills it up from its own self somehow. So you're not entirely sure where the liquid comes from, but the first
like
cup is full.
The fermented yak bloods.
And then the second it pulls out a second cup and does the same, and that's what came out of your request.
Does it smell like alcohol?
I don't know. Have you gone and smelled it yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
I was waiting for the description, so you just walked up there and grabbed it and picked it up to your nose, and you're smelling it. So you
Yeah, like I'm not gonna just take it right back. I'm just gonna like smell it to make sure that like it's alcohol, and then I'll throw it back. Like the shot.
are quite sure that there is alcohol in this drink. You have no idea what
Okay,
else, though.
I throw the first one back. What does it taste like?
It feels as if a cold slush has run down your gullet, and your face feels immediately numb. You have no control over it, and you're standing there with the drink in hand, and what Ruvik sees is a giant grin on your face and your eyes as big as they possibly could be in your face as well. But you don't feel this.
Mom is just laughing. Mom sees this, and she's laughing.
What's good then?
Do I have control of all my limbs?
Yes.
So all it just feels that like my face is numb.
Yes.
Like there it is. And I throw the second one back.
Could you roll me 2 constitutions, by the way?
Yeah.
While she does that, Chauvin is looking around and, noting who has weapons. Is this
Saving
woman?
throws, right?
Is
Yeah.
this woman?
Shook his head. Is this woman holding a leak or a broken bottle? Pagan.
Seems important.
Oh,
It is.
Oh,
I need to know all the weapons in the room, and I don't know if that's a broken bottle or she's going to feed me soup.
it's actually a long stick. It looks like, so probably a staff of some sort.
So weapon, not soup. Gotcha.
Yeep.
it could be a staff of soup. You never know.
That is true, but I'm not daft enough to believe that.
Oren leans over the bar and asks for meat and potatoes. Did I see food?
You do see food throughout the bar, and currently, Vomyra, you are tipsy. You have advantage on your charisma and based to checks and saving throws.
Ruvik is pretty interested in Vomyra's reaction to the drink and orders one for himself.
Yeah, I'm like much like more friendly now.
Yep.
I'm still waiting for answers.
Yep. So quickly as you see in front of you, Warren, the floating individual floats over to some barrels, pulls out what looks like to be potatoes, and then floats into the back. You have no idea why, because you do not hear any pots or pans or anything. It is silent inside of that room. Mame, your question towards the dwarf was about whether or not there is a war here, correct?
Yeah, because he said this is neutral ground. Was there a war or something going on?
Hey, this is the 5th level of hell anger. There's always a war going on here.
What is it always between the same people?
Everyone is always fighting everyone. You kind of got to watch your back unless you're in ale.
Okay, that's good to know. What's good here at this tavern?
Fucking nothing.
What do you usually order? Nothing.
Oh.
What do you usually get? Do you have any recommendations?
You really have to just kind of get whatever you get. I mean, you could order a muffin and you'd be getting something that looks like a muffin, but it tastes like ass. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, so I should get real drunk before I start eating.
It's highly recommended.
Gotcha. How long have you been in this level of hell?
Oh, good question. I don't know. Since I died?
Gotcha. Have you ever left this level of hell, or have you been here the whole time?
Pretty sure this is my punishment, right? This is where I'm supposed to be. I don't know what. I didn't do something right. I'm still trying to figure that part out. Don't really know.
Wait a minute.
Gotcha.
Is this Valhalla?
This is hell. I'm pretty sure Valhalla's a,
But all they do is fight all day.
yeah, but it's a reward.
This could be a reward. We're just looking at it the wrong way.
That's true. I'll be, level 10 before you know it.
As you're thinking.
Do you have a name, fair stranger?
My name is Krevnik.
Can we all hear this conversation?
Roll perception if you're looking to listen in this particular case, because I think you're taking that drink too, and I haven't seen the constitutions from you yet, Ruvik. If you're taking your drink.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're all right.
My bad. Yeah, I definitely
You're all right.
did that.
We're a perceptive bunch.
We are.
And
Good. I don't have to repeat anything.
as you're finished asking Gruvik's name, he outfloats from the back the ethereal individual and sets down, basically screaming in your face, Warren, and places in front of you a pile of what looks like cheese and potatoes and bits of some sort of meat, all hacked up and slashed into a what looks like to be a nice hash. Somehow it's steaming warm too.
I look
Hello,
down
bartender.
at it. I look at the bartender. I look back down at it. I take a sip out of my flask.
Bartender, can
A
I
chug
get
or a
3
sip?
pints
A
of your
chug.
strongest ale? Sorry, go ahead.
Your
A sip.
Your strongest ale. I caught it. And roll with disadvantage for your constitution, and overfloats to you, Mame, the ethereal individual, and they float up 3 cups. It looks like you can see that they can count, and pours pretty much just with no regard to spillage from one of its limbs, just what looks like the same liquid that was poured into Vomyra's glass, just all across the 3 until they're full from inside of itself.
And 2 helpings of whatever's on the menu tonight.
I got a nat 20 and a 17, so
Nice. So you don't even feel
I'm gonna
buzzed.
order now.
And,
Warren's a hardened drinker.
Oh,
and it just doesn't. It
expensive date.
makes no particular sounds or agreeances. Goes over to some barrels, grabs some potato-looking things, goes into the back. This time you do hear a faint thunk of what
I
sounds like
potatoes.
it's looking through something. You're not sure what is in the back, but there is no cooking sounds that you're familiar with coming from back there.
Oh, it's hell, whatever. Yes, I'm hoping that the 3 pints of ale are gonna help the, help the food go down. Maybe I won't taste it. Maybe I'll just be excited once it shows up.
So, looks like Warren's wandered away from his food. Have you eaten your food?
No, I was gonna pick it up and bring it over here where I have more room.
Ah, okay. Into the corner. I got you.
Yes.
I'm drinking my ale. So I took the 2 shots and then I'm drinking the ale. And I'm just sitting at the bar.
After taking that shot, I feel a little bit looser and to introduce myself to the rest of the group as Ruvik from the clan Voldine.
It looks like you've
Clan
walked up to Chauvin, who is, if you want to describe yourself to Ruvik.
Wasn't ready for this. Before you stand Chauvin, who is naked. Everything's out in the open to be seen except for a backpack. You'll find out why later.
It's very
I guess it's
bold
good
of
to
you.
know there's a reason.
The reason is my clothes keep falling off and I'm done putting them back on.
Sorry. I'm
honored
glad
to
you're
meet you, Chauvin.
embracing it.
Thank you for not looking at the penis. Rubik? No, Ruvik. Ruvik. That is your
Yes.
name. So again, you never answered my question. Do you like books?
Yes, I like books. I don't see what that has to do with anything right now.
I don't like this guy. I gotta leave. Excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry. It's nice to meet you. Pardon me. Excuse me. Oh, hold on. Clicking on bad stuff. Moving. Pardon me. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you.
Very, very strange one, that Chauvin. Sorry, I'm standing directly on somebody. I think.
It's just one of the people at the bar.
You're standing, for all intents and purposes, right behind the dwarf that's at the bar there. And Chauvin has nakedly walked away and behind Warren.
Warren, Warren turns around and goes, "If you're gonna stand by me, put on some fucking pants."
Are you worried your nipples will get hard?
Trust me, there's nothing worth of value on you.
Ouch.
No.
Ouch.
And then,
I'm gonna sit next to him with the lady in the leak.
and Ruvik, did you describe yourself to in general for everyone else here too, what they see visibly?
Blue, 7'3", dragonborn, bright blue. He's got bright red eyes and is a paladin, so he's wearing chainmail and he's got a sword and shield for a quick little descript there.
So that's what
I didn't know if you want me to go a little deeper.
it's up to you. Completely up to you.
No, I think that's good for now.
Okay.
What's your favorite color?
Does May say
Gold.
that?
Yeah.
Blood red of my enemies.
It's a good
I
color.
like this guy
I like
more
that
than
color.
the bird.
Around
So and
around
Mama's
the
just
whole-
gonna
around-
give him sort of a side eye because Mama's quite competitive and they're very proud of the damage that is done with the axes, the many axes that I carry at all times, and so I'm like looking, thinking this person might come take. When we get in battles, might ruin my abilities to fuck shit up. So I'm just gonna watch him.
and Mame is,
And we're like the same height.
if you wanted to add your descriptors for Ruvik there.
Oh, so Mame is androgynous. Mame is a they. They are a barbarian. Why can't I think? Holy cow. I should know this. Goliath. I'm a Goliath.
Gotcha.
And so I am 7 feet tall and 300 pounds, and I have these like tattoos all over me. I'm wearing jorts. I have my shoes. I have real shoes on, but over my shoes, I have goblins' heads. They're probably mostly skulls by now, with like rotting flesh coming off of them.
Yep.
I have a big giant axe that has jewels and bedazzles. It's bedazzled all over. That I have like slung across my shoulder, and on my waist I have these 3 smaller hand axes. I really like axes. Yeah, that's about it.
Cool. Very cool. Well, I see your side eye and kind of sense her little competitiveness and just order another drink at the bar. apologize for scaring away their naked friend.
Wasn't
He'll be
scared.
back. Don't worry. You can't get rid of him for long.
Says shouts Chauvin across the bar. Wasn't scared. And out floats from the back, setting down in front of you. Have you drank your drink?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I rolled a 9 Constitution.
Twice. You had 3 drinks, right?
Oh yes, I need to roll one more time. I
Mhm.
bet.
So that's the saving throw Constitution I need to roll, right?
Yep. For the
Yeah.
which you did. I
I should
thought
be.
back there. For the other ones, anyways.
I just ordered another drink.
Okay. In a moment, he hasn't gotten to you. You ordered it out into the air, and the one behind you just seems to be floating there with no real purpose.
So like, can I touch him, or if I like blow? Is he like a dandelion? If I blow on him, will he float across the room? Does he have substance?
You're thinking about this to yourself as you gain the inebriated condition, which you have disadvantage on all attack rolls currently and ability checks, but believe you have advantage. And
Sounds about right.
and you would have disadvantage on dexterity checks on top of that. So that'd be this would be everything anyways. So that's fine. Yep. Yeah. So you're currently drunk because you failed all 3 of those.
Yeah, that was the goal. So I'm glad I succeeded in my goal. Did my food come out?
It did, and as the floating individual comes out, the spectral figure sets down a plate, knocking over the empty mugs that are in front of you, and the one behind you seems almost like brought back to life at that sound. And as before they come and hit the floor, it flows under you, opens its what you would think is a mouth because there has to be 2 glowing red eyes that must be the mouth, and it just the 3 mugs into its mouth and floats back over the bar with no regard to anybody's personal space or anything, and just spits out what looks to be 3 shining clean mugs onto the back table, and then floats back
That's
over.
Useful. I might try to capture one from my house. Anyway, Mama's gonna get real distracted with the food that shows up and forget about their thoughts they were having about these
And you look back
strange
up
creatures.
after having been distracted slightly and see in front of you something pretty much the same as what Warren had in front of him that he's taken over here. Have you started eating such, by the way, Warren? And are you...
I feel like I would just start to be finishing up.
All right, so I know Mom is digging in. Could you both
No.
roll me... I want to roll something here.
A survival?
No,
Animal handling?
not quite the survival you would be thinking. You both feel invigorated from what you eat, but also disgusted at the same time. Although, Mame, it is a fast receding memory already, being drunk, as drunk as you are. And however, for Warren, you being less drunk, the taste lingers, and it's almost that as if nothing of what you had prepared, although it had seemed mostly cooked, all seemed to have like a fine layer of dirt on it somehow. You're really confused. And that cloying taste is just clinging in your mouth afterwards. And
Okay.
however, though, you do feel slightly better from eating said dish, and you get 20. You feel 20 health points more rejuvenated, even though
Hell
it's
yeah.
disgusting.
Wait, did you want us to roll something?
No, I rolled it.
Ah, cool.
Okay, Warren's
Good roll.
gonna take another chug of his thing, so I'll roll 2 more constitutions.
Yep.
11 and 9, not so great this time.
You succeed at the first. Well, are you taking... See
I
the.
took a chug, so I was
Okay.
gonna.
I got you.
I don't know. Disadvantage doesn't seem to be working on my D&D Beyond sheet.
That's all right. You are tipsy. You are in the similar position that Vomyra is, which is you have advantage on charisma-based saving throws.
So I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna just call everyone in the party over and be like, "So, we're here now. What exactly are we doing?"
Josh, I forgot to tell you, my Constitution saving was 17.
Oh, thanks. I did miss that. You are still not even. You are completely sober.
Okay.
Well, if you ask me, I'm eating and drinking.
You're wondering if the even though you smelled and tasted alcohol in it, the numbness of your face is an indicator that you should be drunk. However, the rest of your body does not feel so.
Damn.
Just to add to that for your Ruvik.
Art, keep out like a water.
This is the table that I've got it pinned to if you were curious. Anyhow, floating over to you, Chauvin. It floats there for a second, as if pondering your question, and then it floats up a cup and leans down, and just next to its eye trickles down some water into the cup, it looks like.
Lovely. Thanks.
I tell him not to drink it. There's something up with it.
I will hear him and carry my cup over and say, Warren, have you tried this alcohol? This is really good. You should try it.
I look back, almost wanting to laugh and say nothing.
What is Warren's response?
Old shoulders always.
Might be just zoned out again as he does. Let me go back to the general here. Maybe he stepped away too. I missed it. He was trying to call the whole party over there, so. Are you there, Warren? George.
What?
Maybe
Sorry.
he has a bad connection. Oh,
Sorry, zoned out. Yeah, I have a bad connection with my brain.
Called it. Yeah.
Warren, have you had any of this alcohol? You should totally try it. I present you my cup, and it looks different than everyone else's.
Warren scoffs and takes a sip of his flask.
I want someone else to drink this. Is there a potted plant or something I can pour some of this into? See what happens?
What? That
No.
Warren is smarter than he looks.
No, there is not. There are some other individuals in the bar.
I look
I'm
over
just-
at whoever I was smarter than I look, and I was like, I tried the food. I'm not going to try the alcohol.
I'm gonna close my eyes and take a big swig.
And weirdly, as you start drinking it, it tastes as if the freshest mountain ice has just melted over a campfire and you're drinking it. And
That's surprisingly
extremely
good.
pure.
But I feel I need to do this just for myself because I don't do eyeballs. All right, I guess I drink it just fine. I personally want to vomit, but I guess Chauvin's better than me.
Just for convenience sake, as we had that exchange, Warren is a 6'2" white dude with slicked back hair, but not out of style, more out of necessity. And yeah, he's wearing a red like red leather armor with like a red hood with a gold chest plate over top. And he's got 4 swords. He's got 2 at his side that look like the same, and he's got 2 very different ones on his back.
But what class is he? Or is
Uh,
that
Warren is a fighter and a rogue.
okay? I know I can look all this stuff up, like in the Beyond in the campaign part of Beyond. So this is all very helpful.
Yeah, slightly more fighter than rogue at this point, I think.
Gotcha.
And I'm a vanilla druid. Well,
A naked.
mostly.
A naked.
My clothes keep coming off, and I'm tired of putting them on.
Didn't I tell you to put pants on if you're gonna be around me?
Don't make me stand closer.
Hold on, Snoopy, chill out. Sorry.
You're good.
I didn't hear you, Chauvin says as he steps closer to Warren.
How tall is Chauvin?
6'2".
I put my hand on his face and just shove him backwards.
Unarmed strike.
I'm not really
Unless
hitting
it's-
him. I'm more of a push.
I understand. It's just part of how the rules are written for whether or not you actually hit.
I will allow him to hit.
Oh, okay. Unless it was an allowed
Yeah.
hit. That's what I was gonna say.
I'm allowed. Cool. I shouldn't fall into any tables if you agree with that rule.
Yes. Yeah. So you get shoved back towards the wall and kind of stumble, but don't run into anything.
Yep. I'll take a step back, not to interfere, to see how it plays out.
Oh, I'm not going to do nothing. Not yet. He's left me for dead twice now.
I've also
have his
saved your
moment.
ass like twice now.
Bullshit, I pulled you off a spike as a fucking octopus while Bird was trying to steal my book.
I'm pretty sure I pulled you out of a slime monster twice.
So you
Jump-
guys have been together for some time now.
They're the
About
best
a week.
of friends.
Right? About a week?
About a week.
Feels
I don't know. Time moves weird in this place. Places. Levels.
Speaking of this place, does anybody know where we are?
Hell. That's
Yeah.
not like that's not a metaphor. Like actually,
Yeah, our friend here at the bar just told us we were in the 5th level of hell. We're supposed to be not in hell at all, but you know things happen, and I guess now we're just in the 5th level of hell.
well, to be honest, we're not supposed to be in hell. That's kind of a debatable point. We're here
Yeah,
accidentally.
We freed Loki, and Loki was supposed to get us out of hell, specifically to Ash's carriage, actually. Oh, which I guess is what we were just
I thought
in
Loki
outside.
was supposed to get us closer to Manipolis.
When the hell
No,
is this
Loki
deal
was
made with
supposed to
Loki?
make us gods. He was supposed to put us. Oh, Ash is gonna be so sad about their servant. I forgot all about that till just now.
wait. You trusted the trickster god to make you gods, and you believed him.
No, no.
No,
We did
not really.
Trust him. No. We didn't trust him at all.
We were just
We
kind of
actually-
stuck, and we just kind of wanted to have a change of scenery.
Oh, we've been trying to get out of hell since we got here.
To
Why
be
the hell
fair,
this
we
man
did come
giggling?
here willy-nilly.
Why the hell's this man giggling? You're here with us. How'd you get here?
I have absolutely no idea.
You aren't
Damn it,
dead,
that
are
means
you?
He can't get us out.
Because I'm
Yes.
pretty sure none of us are dead. I mean, we're in hell, but I'm pretty sure we never died.
at that too. Most of the
like
patrons.
overhear.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I like overhear him saying that, and I like perk up, and I'm like, we could test that theory.
I would like not to.
You know, just see if you bleed or not.
Cut the naked one.
No.
okay with that.
Warren here never gets cut. Cut him.
I'll cut both y'all.
Bet you I have a higher defense than he does.
You look at Warren, who is covered in a plate mail of sorts. But I was also going to fill in, as well as you guys are discussing, the tavern at large had been mostly unconcerned with your dispute up until this point, and the largest looking dwarf that's been sitting at the corner with the most regal airs about them stands up and turns around and says, "Oi, if there's any fighting to be done, it's to be had outside the bar. And you all should be dead. You're in hell. What do you mean, alive or dead?"
We kind of went through a portal in the living world.
No, we walked we climbed over a gate, if I
We
remember.
we were like in an underworld, and then we were like transported to hell, but not like.
No,
We've been through
we
a lot
climbed
in a lot.
in here.
No, but
They told us it was a bad idea, and we
yeah.
did it anyway.
To be fair, I'm the one who said it was a bad idea, and I still agree with that point.
Although we were stuck. If I remember, we were in
We were like in an underworld like type place that
we
wasn't.
didn't have any other choice.
We were like
Was it
in
an underworld type
purgatory, I
place?
think.
No,
Maybe?
we were in some sort of temple
Sewer.
Sewer. Oh, that's right. We were in the sewer. Was that this campaign?
Yes.
But like we couldn't get back to the surface world, and then like we found a portal to hell, or at least the gates of hell.
No, I thought
And
the
we-
poop chute was in the other one.
Mm-mm.
No, this is
that
this
was
one.
this one.
Oh, okay.
But we like found we had like a portal to the gates of hell, and then we decided to open up the gates of hell, and then we didn't. Or we did.
Is this the one with the Minotaur? Was this the one where we woke up in a maze?
Yes, we did meet Brad.
Brad.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we were stuck. So it was be stuck in a maze with a Minotaur or come to hell.
Yeah.
And hell seemed like a better choice.
And
I disagreed with this.
at this, the regal dwarf, the only blonde-haired one there too, it looks like, is tapping their foot and looking around and waiting for you to finish your back and forth discussion, and he just says, "Well, you be in the 5th level of hell, anger, and if you want in a battle, just walk north. There's a great battle brewing there with our dwarves, although I wouldn't suggest it, as seems if you are alive, you won't be reborn on this level again. You'll just, I guess, die. We had found a few of your sort. Mainly we feed you to the north east. There's a wonderful assortment of animals that enjoy corpses. I don't know if you caught that lovely smell this level has, but that's where it comes from mostly."
Great.
What happens if we walk south?
Oh, I'm not sure you'd want to do that. That's where the giant Ettins are. Nobody really disturbs them, although I assume that they do battle with each other quite regularly as well.
And what
You-
about we walk west?
I would stay away from the west. There's no real good north way out of here. This is really your best bit where you're at now. The west though holds a witch, as does the east. The east and the west witches are very confrontational, and hence why they've landed in this particular area of hell as well. But I'd say the west is probably the least confrontational to other people. The east, which, however, is just a nasty sort, really likes bugs. Don't get it. Really don't get it. Creepy crawlies.
Hate bugs.
Oh, this has been informative.
Does Warren say that out
So,
loud?
do you want to fight a witch? Do you want to fight some animals, or do you want to
Yeah.
fight dwarves?
Well, thanks for the info there. Good dwarf royalty.
Aye.
I picked dwarves. I feel like those would be the most simple to fight.
Do we still have the
What, the dwarves are in the north?
object?
Yes. The tridecahedron?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's on one of our companions who are still asleep outside. Probably should move them. This place doesn't sound very
Yeah.
hospitable to things being knocked out.
I'm gonna agree that we go north to the dwarves.
For me.
I guess. I mean that's my best bet, right? They're smaller than me. But so what was to the south? Were you trying to say Ents? Or is this something that I'm not familiar with?
Etten. It's the
Etten?
the big fuckers outside. You see him?
Oh,
Ah, with the two heads. Yes. They looked like good fellows.
Yeah, we might want to stay away from those.
What's upstairs?
Beds?
More an aft.
Being eaten?
Not at the moment.
I
No, I feel like I haven't slept in a bed in a hot minute.
I be the patron which you search for the beds. The ghostly ones, they don't really care too much about trading, if you've noticed any. They're a bit odd, to say the least.
Yeah, so what's the deal with them? Are they like the souls of... I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, neither do we. We've got many speculations. Some of us have got bets going, I guess you could say. But nothing's really confirmed. You want to make a bet?
Sure, I'm game.
Well, and he gestures over to the group to the farther to the left down here. Yeah, that would be your left. No, that would be your right. I apologize. So the southwest of the bar, and they generally have the mind that they're of some ghostly ghouls. But I myself and he gestures behind him to the human at the bar who looks very distraught, and with many cups in front of them, mostly conscious. This one is coming in saying that they're probably a shadow, and then these folks over here, they're of the mind that they're just not even of this world. They didn't really put a name to it, so I don't actually count their bet, but you know. They gave me gold. I took it.
Cool story, bro. Put it in the cool story basket.
So what's your bet?
I'm going to say they are the souls of people who made deals with devils.
All right.
And
I'm
And I
not
get-
taking the bet. I walk away. I'm not taking the bet.
and I give him 25 gold pieces.
Oh, those are some good odds. Being you the only one that taken it.
So what are the terms of the bet again?
Well, whoever guesses right of whether or not these things are what they are, then wins the bet.
How are you gonna resolve the bet?
You got me. You got a way of proving whether or not these are lost souls or not. He pockets your 25
Maybe.
gold.
Jesus.
Hello?
Hello.
After that bet, I'm going to head outside and try to figure out something to do with our acquaintances.
And you see, as you walk out the front door, the two Etten, as they'd called them, the two-headed, large, giant-looking figures are poking at your unconscious friends, like grunting to each other. And
Oh no.
you're not entirely sure what they're saying.
I step in between them and go, hey, enough. There.
Hey.
Fine.
We're about to claim these as ours and take them back to village, says the big one to your right.
claim, you say?
Yo, these are ours.
They're alive.
Yeah, still tastes good.
I don't think you would want to do that. I think we have a few people inside who have a problem with that.
Who? This is hell. We claim.
Mm.
Are they like super loud? Can we like hear them from inside the bar?
I'm going
I
to
would
talk
say
through the torque and be like,
no.
we need assistance out here.
And it does come
Help!
through.
And I jump up. I jump up from the bar and like run outside.
Yep, I'm immediately outside as well. Gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, Mommy's gonna lick their plate clean and walk outside too.
I would like to take a sip of my oasis water that is still in my water skin.
Go ahead and roll as if you'd fully rested. Are you running back out after that sip?
Yeah, I'm following them.
And you see Warren standing in between two large creatures with two heads, gesticulating and trying to give you guys the eyes of.
Yeah,
So,
I look
do
down at the
I-
group and I'm like, do something. Do something.
Do I recognize all the members here?
No.
Except for the glowing looking owl, it looks like, that's sprawled in between Griselda and Flint. You
Okay, is
do
this
recognize over here is Flint. This is Griselda.
Flint,
And Meridiel is
Griselda,
over here, as well
Meridiel.
as Zolus and Ash, who
Okay.
each group of three is trying to be being gathered by the three large individuals. You'd seen them starting to take rope off the side of their hips as if they're going to tie it and stressel these unconscious friends up.
Okay, now I can't move my character.
I have changed nothing. Click back on your character. Sometimes that happens if you have to actually click the character to do it again.
Yeah, so I've well, if I could move, I just refreshed my page, but
Okay.
that didn't. I'm gonna run, which is might take a little bit, but I'm gonna run over here and start with these three first,
Okay.
and yeah, there we go. And I'm going to pick up an arm or a limb or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna like lick it from like elbow to thumb, whatever, on the outside of the arm of all three of these. I'm gonna turn around, stare at them, be like they're mine.
Constitution saving throw for me real quick, just for shits and gigs. And
Oh wait, that's not a saving. Hold on, I'll
and,
do that one.
and the
15.
obviously female double-headed creature in front of you is just turns to her friend companion. These are claimed.
I'm gonna run over. I'm gonna lick these three too.
And you taste the dirty swamp water, and you're pretty sure you have some sort of infection now. You're not sure what, but
Yay! Do we have healers?
you
We did. I think the only healer died, sacrificed himself, kind of just gave in.
Cough.
Awesome.
Unless you're okay with
We'll
the
figure it
naked
out.
dude touching you.
We're gonna have to talk one day in combat, Warren. One
I do
day.
have mangoes. I think it'll be okay.
and both of them just shrug and go, more fish in river anyways. Tastes better than swamp meat. And they walk away down
Oh.
to their village, it seems like.
Well, that had a much better outcome than I thought was going to happen.
I was just about to say something similar.
If you look at it's yours.
Yeah. Well done.
All right. So what are we? Are we gonna put our companions in beds? Do we like them that much?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, we need the party. I think if we've learned nothing else in the past,
Yeah, we're not
however
doing this
long
because
we've
we
been in
like
hell,
them.
it's that we shouldn't split the party.
It's not that we like them. We just don't want them to die because they're useful to us.
Yeah, we need them, right? Like, I guess we
need the
should
bird.
figure out how much a bed costs.
Yeah. I was about to say, what's the plan here?
We all have that sweet Nogunaba gold, so we should have enough gold to pay for it. But
We could shove some of them into the carriage.
yeah, that's not really safe, and it's like up in a tree. We need them someplace where we can like walk away and leave them and come back to them later.
Well, we could put the bird in the carriage at least. I don't think we need to pay for a
the
bed for the
tavern?
bird.
Yeah, the tavern. So
second
like,
Warren.
we should go in and pay for beds in the tavern for them.
In the tavern.
Is that what Warren and Chauvin are doing? Putting the bird in the...
But we just pay
I'm
for
gonna
one
look over and be
bed
like,
and put them all in the
no.
same bed.
No, we can probably like put one on the floor and one in a bed in each room.
I say we shove the bird in the carriage. I'm not paying for a bed for the bird.
Do we know
But
what's
the carriage is all destroyed.
So
we
it's
know
a
what's
bird.
in these rooms? Is it like just a bed? Is there any more furniture, like a couch or anything, in these rooms?
I don't know. We should go ask.
Something tells
should
me that
go.
the upstairs is just like a bunk room of beds.
That's the hostel or summer camp.
That's
This
best
place
case
ain't-
scenario right there.
So who is that'd be terrible because then we can't leave these people in beds. Who wants to go in and negotiate for beds?
I don't.
We
I
need
will.
6. Okay, we need 6 beds. I will
We need
stay out
5.
here.
We're gonna shove the bird in the
Five.
carriage.
You're getting the bird its own bed?
Yeah, me and Chauvin are on the same page. We're going to shove the bird in the carriage and forget about it.
No.
Walk to the bar.
Okay, well, how about you go talk to them, and we'll gather everyone up and help carry them in.
Vomyra, your drunken tipsiness, walks up to the bar.
Yep.
Damn, someone else went.
I'm gonna follow her. into the
Hello,
bar
good
before
sir.
I notice she's tipsy.
This good
Hello,
sir
good sir.
was
I
the
know
one
I
that
can
could
Good
pick-
sir.
This one
I
was
know
the
I can
one that said that could get
pick
you
up-
some rooms. He says
Who said that? This one?
No, he directs you to him when you're just talking to some other individuals. He can noticeably tell that the effects of the alcohol are settling in, and he says, "Aye, it was me," says the gold-haired dwarf.
Oh, okay. Aye, yes. We need 5 beds.
Oh,
How much would that run us?
well, your friend had graciously put in for the bet. I could do a room,
A room?
non gratis, for that. What
How
are you looking
about-
for?
How about 2 rooms?
2? Were you looking to put another bet in? Or are you going to pay for a room?
What is this bet you speak of?
Oh, what are the floating creatures that serve us here?
Oh, we're betting what they are. Well, they're ghost people, of course.
Ah, so you're of the mind of the northern dwarves there. Alright.
They are ghost apparitions.
What are you putting in for the bet?
I shall put in. Hold on a second.
Can I pick up Ash and Solus?
I will put in 10 gold.
Throw in 10 for me as well.
Aye, well then that will get you a room. Are you betting the same?
Y'all got gold?
Oh, we got so much more than gold.
He turns to you, Ruvik, asking that question.
Apologies. Yes. 10 gold for me as well.
Saying that they are ghosts, or...
Yes.
Okay.
same bed.
Well,
Oh,
that would be 2 rooms easily.
2 rooms? Where are these rooms?
Up the stairs, and once you get to the top, you take a right, and then take another right, and they're both on your right. So, one big circle.
Okay. Do these rooms have doors and locks?
The key's in the door, actually. Nobody really goes up there. We all have our own homes for
Great.
the most part. There aren't too many visitors.
Great. Sounds
should ju-
wonderful.
We
I
shall
walk
just go
back
inspecting for
to the
ourselves.
door. I just go back to the door and I poke my head out. Okay, guys, I got us 2 rooms.
Did you look at them?
Follow
Much
me.
space is in there.
Enough to
I
fit
just
everyone.
say
Come on.
follow me and walk away.
Yeah, Vomyra.
Okay, so who are the biggest members of our party?
I'm probably one of them. I was just about to say I'm heading back out to help carry people inside.
Can I pick up Ash and
Yeah,
Zolas?
because I feel like I could carry one over each shoulder,
You
like potatoes.
You can lift them up, probably. You realize you're not entirely sure, though, since it's so awkward, how to do so. Although you are 6 foot, your arms holding a 4-foot individual already fills them. You.
Oh, so I can only carry one.
Well, it depends.
No.
How are you picking them up? That's what I'm asking. How are you trying to attempt to pick up 2 individuals?
Me?
So they have clothes, right?
Who are you talking to?
Either. You can go first,
go-
though, Warren, since you were talking about 2 people.
I'm gonna try to like sling Zolas over one shoulder and then just like grab Ash by like the back of her shirt. And just carry her like a suitcase.
Why don't you let me help you lift the second onto your shoulder? Make it easier.
Don't worry, guys. I got the bird. I'm gonna grab him by his feet and hold him like I killed him. It's a prized possession.
Go pheasant.
I rolled a 14.
So I
strength.
know Mariel is not very big. And Griselda? Is this Griselda?
You feel this is Griselda over here.
Yeah.
The
She's giving me Harley Quinn vibes.
the shirt holding on Ash, but just barely. Like it's not the
and I'm
dress
not-
isn't ripping, the one that you're holding, Warren, but you do have Zolas over your shoulder.
And I'm already like upstairs, like opening the doors and like
Wait a
checking
second,
them
I'll
out.
get you there.
I just wanted to throw that in, so whatever.
As I pick up Ash, I look to the rest of the group and go, "Where's Bob?"
Around, you look down and he's slithered around Ash.
Mm.
Like all the way around. Like you didn't notice him at first
Still
because
here.
he looked like still unconscious though. It seems like.
I'd like
Whatever.
to point out for Nuisance, since he's not here, that whenever I pick up the bird by the feet, all the eyes on its little feathers look at me all pissed off like. Shake it a little bit. Why walk inside?
All right.
Yeah.
Who's all left to get inside?
Right in front of you is Mario. Then there's Griselda and Flint over here.
Okay, so I'll probably just try to carry whoever the biggest
They-
left.
Flint would probably be the
That's
biggest.
gonna be Flint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna
So-
move over here and try to hoist him over my shoulder and get him upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, so I start. To
I'm gonna
carry
start
Ash
with
and
Griselda.
Zolas.
I'm gonna pick her up with 2 hands and like throw her over my shoulder with
Mhm.
like a sack of potatoes or whatever, flour. And I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna like scoop up Mariel because I know she's only like 4 feet tall. She's not very big. And I'm gonna more like cradle her like a baby
Oh, okay.
or a cat.
So, if you could, again for me, Warren, roll another strength check for the distance that you're walking with them. And Mame, go ahead and roll your strength check now for picking them up and as you start walking off. And
Ooh.
Ruvik, you also could roll me a strength check for Flint.
Are you sure?
Chauvin, you do not need to roll a strength
Are
check.
you sure? Are you sure? I would like to roll.
You do not need to. It is a 2-foot bird. It is rather
Fine.
large for a bird, but it is still
He has hollow bones.
See
A
if you can
bird.
chuck him up through the window.
Josh, is that regular strength or saving?
strength.
All right.
Regular.
Yeah,
I rolled a natural 1.
I see this.
I rolled a natural
no,
20 and a
she's
natural
pregnant.
1.
You shoulder through the
She's gonna
door,
lose the baby.
and as you're shouldering through the door, Zolus's boot gets caught on the doorway, and you trip, still, like, thinking of Ash, though, and roll under her, but dropping Zolus off to the side on the stone floor.
Wow, she's really out.
Do you need a hand?
I'll come back and get her later. I'm gonna take her upstairs.
I think we've established we can't just leave our party members lying around.
She's in the door. There's guys. ain't
Man,
gonna come
Warren,
back.
you are just not nice to your fellow party members.
I
Let it
got
be
them
known.
into the building. I'm gonna come back down after I head upstairs.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
I'm gonna wait
I
down
hope-
here with Dolus.
I hope I don't trip walking in through this door holding this very fragile bird.
I forget, why do you hate the bird?
They tried to steal my book. And originally, I thought the bird was a giant-ass mole man type thing, not just a bird. I thought it was a humanoid, and I was terrified. Scary when that thing would attack you.
Look,
What's special about your book?
I don't know. We were fighting over it, and then I won, and I got it, and then the bird tried to take it. I have no idea what the fuck the book means. It's
And
just a
everything
book.
went black.
Can you read?
I moved you and
That is insulting. Yes, I can read, ma'am.
Don't you?
Because it doesn't say anything. But some dude was like, "This is my book, my precious." And then 2 people fought over it, and I was like, "It's mine. It has nothing in it. I'm not worried about it. It's mine."
Maybe it's for you to fill with your secrets.
It's a book filled
Like a
with his
little
knowledge.
diary.
Uh-huh.
Aw.
For your sketches and your hopes and your dreams.
Well, I'll just have to hold on to that for when we get out of here.
I would also like to get out of here.
so
I don't know. There seems to be plenty of bars in hell for some reason.
you
Maybe this is the meeting. This is how we get out. You have to grow as a person and a character.
I'm carrying the
Tell him.
damn bird. Look at how much I've grown. I haven't
Good.
slammed it
We're
into
on the right
anything.
track. This is our new side quest team. We're gonna help Chauvin grow as a character.
No, fuck that bird. Trying to take my book.
I grew Chauvin. Fuck that bird.
16 on that, Josh.
I
Friendship
see
is
that.
magic.
You make it in no problem. You make it to the
Yes.
the steps though. If you could re-roll, it seems like Mame is waiting down with Zolus on the first floor as Chauvin walks in with the bird just behind Mame though.
I didn't trip.
You see Mame propping the door open for you. I'm assuming is what I was gonna gather.
Well, I was inside, but now you move me back outside. There we go. I'm back in.
I was grabbing the wrong peoples. There's just too much going on there right now. So if you could roll me
gotcha.
again a strength check, Ruvik, for going up the stairs with Flint, and
That's with 10.
you struggle as you're
Slinky.
getting there, but you get to the top of the steps, catching your breath, and you see Warren going around. Do you see yourselves, Warren and Vomyra, by the way, now?
No.
You might have to zoom out a lot.
Oh. I see it now.
A lot. Like
Yeah, it's like way down in the corner.
I'm at like 24% zoom, and it's all the way down at the right corner, to be clear, of where you can go.
Nero, leave that alone.
Oh, I see it. Okay. If I can just.
Hey.
There we go.
So
Okay, so I just keep wandering in. Oh shit, is there a snake there?
that's Bob. Oh, you don't know. You don't know. It's on
Wait,
Ash.
wait.
It's on
Did
Ash.
she
Oh, it's
ever?
on Ash.
Yeah.
Okay, so
did
it's
she
not
meet
just like on
Bob?
the floor. I
She
did.
Did, but
The
not.
skeleton,
Yeah, she met.
Oh,
the skull. That's what I meant.
yeah.
Oh,
Bob
yeah,
has
he.
been many things since
Oh
then.
yeah, he wasn't just a troll, was he? He was
Oh
a
yeah, cause
skull.
he came. Yeah, cause I met when they made the deal to. He like took over a troll's body.
Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause we
He's now a
found him in
snake.
like a storage room.
He is also still a troll, but he's also now a snake.
Okay.
But like a large snake, like a python.
So come
Yes.
here, take a right, and then another right.
And then another right.
So I like check out this door.
I'm guessing it's these two rooms.
I like
And you see to your which two
Right.
doors? Could you ping for me which rooms you're talking about? Yes, in those two doors you do see
yeah, because you
keys
said to keep doing it right.
into
I
those.
see keys in the doors.
Yep.
All right, I grab one of the keys, and I walk in.
Which? That one that you're standing in front of. You walk in,
Yeah,
and there's the one more towards the south. There's a single bed with some nightstands, a rug. Seems like a single fixtured bedroom for a single person.
Cool. I look around. I'm like, yep, looks good. And then I walk over to the next one, check it out.
And you are you leaving the key in the first door as you walk out too?
I'm still holding it in my hand.
So you've unlocked the door, left it swung wide open, I'm guessing, is what you're doing.
Yes.
And then you do that to the next one, grabbing the key from it, and you walk into the room more towards the north, and you see that it is fitted with 3 beds, with barely any floor space besides that to get into the beds.
Wait,
Warren, can you hurry up? This bird is
Looks-
really heavy.
looks great. And I walk out in the hallway to try to like wave people like this way.
I'm going to assume that I just walked into the first door that she walked out of, and just put Ash on the bed and head back down and get Solus.
At the room with the single bed in it.
Yeah.
I also walk into that room.
I walk
With the bird.
as I walk past Chauvin, I say, just toss the bird into the first room.
He can go on the nightstand.
Or the
There you
floor.
So I would like to enter the bedroom, Josh.
Just one moment here. Zooming back and forth on the map. Apologize.
Okay. Now I would like to look under the bed. Is it dusty down there?
It is extremely dusty down there. It looks like no
I'm
one's
going to
ever
set
cleaned
the
it.
bird down on the floor and slide him under the bed.
Okay. The bird is under the bed.
He's safe. I have sheltered him. Hopefully he doesn't have allergies. Only I'm allowed to be mean to him.
Whoa. Ah, damn it.
So mean to the bird.
You don't know.
Trying to get...
Bird's evil.
So... You've got Flint up there too. Oh, shoot. Did I put Ruvik down here? Did I put you down here? I didn't. Looks like.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
Oh, no.
You landed in the void. That's where you landed. Here you go. I'll fix that.
We've been there before. Let's not go back.
Okay, now you can see what's going on up there. What you're doing with the individual that you're huffing and puffing, carrying up the top of the steps here.
Right, because I'm struggle carrying Flint, and I gotta take him to the far room with the 3 beds, and how wide is the doorway, or how tall and wide is the doorway? Am I gonna have to like crouch and like squeeze and shimmy my way through carrying this big man on my shoulders?
Maybe not shimmy. It's a good 3 feet wide, regular door size, but it is only 7 foot high. So you're taking the time to look at it, and you can tell that you're gonna have to duck.
I think you got me stuck in the wall. I can't move away from the hallway.
So
There
I'm
we go.
gonna decide to kind of like try to prop Flint up on the wall and reposition so I can kind of like get him in a sweep you off your feet position and try to walk sideways through the door because that seems easiest.
Okay.
Then if I can get him through the door, I'm gonna set him on the first bed I can and see how many more people we got to lug upstairs.
Uncle doors. How fancy.
Yeah, I might need some help lugging bodies upstairs.
Warren has just come
Yeah.
down the stairs, looking for Zolas, I think.
Yep. I don't want to do the teleporting thing. Can we just say I just walked out and go back up?
Yeah, yeah, and you throw him in the
Hero.
final room there in a bed. Wait, is that enough for everybody? Because you're carrying two.
Someone's
There's a-
gonna have to sleep on the rug.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to sleep in either the first room on the rug or on the second room on the floor somewhere. Then that.
Guys, there's space
think
under the
the
bed.
first-
Probably the rug.
The first room and the rug makes the most sense to me.
Okay.
I think so. Too.
So, for all intents and purposes, who are we putting in there?
Maybe Mariel,
Mariel?
because she's small, rug sized.
Okay. And how are you carrying Zolas, Mario, and Griselda between Mommy and Warren? I know that.
Oh well, if
Are you gonna continue to keep carrying the two? I'm just making sure.
I'm gonna
no,
do the
if
bladder
if
carry.
Ruvik is coming down to help, I would gladly
Okay.
pass off one of my, because I only got a 6 strength, so it's probably best if I pass off one of my.
I think.
Josh, did you need me to roll for getting Flint into the room, or am I good? Am I on my way back down?
You're on your way back down already. It sounded like you were headed towards that. So if you could, you're coming down, and Mame is kind of waving you over to give a hand in carrying the last companions.
Yep, and without hesitation, walk over and help her out with whoever's still left to carry up, because I'm starting to get impatient about having to carry all these people up. I'm trying to get moving, trying to figure out what's going on here. So as fast as we can get this done, the better.
I see a 6.
Cardio and leg day together, bro. What are you anxious about?
I don't even know where I'm at.
It's fine.
Hell,
I don't
we
know
told
how
you
I
that.
got here. I don't really know much about you people. And all
Exercise
that-
releases endorphins. It'll make you feel better.
Yeah, and join the club. We don't know anything about anything either, so we're all basically on the same page. We've just been confused for longer.
Endorphins, or sorry, exercise releases endorphins, and endorphins makes people happy, and happy people just don't kill their husbands.
Um, could I see Mame? You rolled your strength check. Could Warren and Ruvik still roll theirs for me?
Let me know if I need to roll that again to actually get Griselda up the stairs.
It seems like that wouldn't be the case, although you may have banged her head on the doorway when you went to set her in her room.
I'm just gonna be like, oh fuck, I'm sorry. Oh fuck, I'm sorry. I have a mango for you when you wake up.
I feel a little bit woozy.
It's an 11.
I guess 16.
And who was carrying who there? You were
I
carrying
was
Zolas?
Yeah, Zolas.
Okay.
I have Griselda, and
So
Ruvik has
Ruvik
Mariel.
and Warren, you both carry them up, no problem. Even with the 11 Ruvik, you're like, man, this is a stout dwarf, but still dwarf. I mean, set her lightly in the room with Ash and the bird under the bed.
On the carpet.
Yep, on the carpet. And I need... Did I get... I thought I got you both down here. Yeah, you moved around. Where'd you go there, Chauvin? Are you still down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm staying on a dwarf.
Standing
Oh,
on the
I mean,
door.
I'm
okay.
Doo-doo-doo,
Okay, I see it
standing
now.
on the door. Doo-doo-doo.
I got you now. As you're pass, would you pass through the ghost, or are you going to try and avoid touching it?
I walked around it.
Okay. Mommy, didn't you say you tried to touch it?
I was thinking about it, and then the food came, and I got distracted.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to know if it was like a dandelion, or if it was like a mist, or I wondered if I blew at it real hard, if it would move.
So you guys have all managed to get all of your companions back into their rooms, and you're wondering to yourself, Mame, that question again.
Mm. I'm gonna turn and look at it? Because this one you said didn't really move much, right? This one that's out here. It doesn't. It seems to be pretty lifeless unless like a glass is empty. So if I like wave my hands in front of it, does it respond?
It does not.
Okay, so I'm gonna, as one would, blowing on a dandelion, I'm just gonna like blow. I'm gonna take a big huff of air and just like blow a stream of air over towards it.
Why do I feel like that just is such a great insult? Some people are glass half full, some people are glass half empty, but you, my friend, have nothing in your glass at all.
When you blow towards the spectral figure, it seems as if your air doesn't quite touch them. Like it passes. It doesn't seem to have any effect on the individual. Pretty much, there isn't any like waves or jiggling that you would normally associate with the spectral.
Perhaps
Curious
it's
there,
not best
and
to disturb them.
curious, or it's best not to disturb them.
Perhaps it's best not to.
Do we ever really do what's best?
No.
Joey's gonna take a step back.
Why would we want to?
I just realized there's people with axes over there.
I feel they're safer than whatever is about to happen.
Almost everybody in here has an axe, actually, except for this
Except for the
dude. He's
lady
got
with the
like
leap.
a dagger. This guy's got a bow.
I was doing that earlier, and you asked why it was important if a lady had a leak or a broken bottle.
Wait, where is the lady with the leak?
Right here. I mean, that doesn't look like a
You're
leak.
right. It does look like a leak. Lady of the leak. Maybe she's gonna give us a quest like King Arthur.
Are you inquiring at any of these individuals that you all are looking at, or just looking around the bar?
I'm standing around socially awkward.
Can't see any of this on the roll 20.
You are probably still upstairs in the bedroom.
Nope, I see Ruvik here. You have to zoom back out though again to get back over to the area. You got to zoom way back out. Remember?
Yeah, you're here.
Oh yeah, he's right there. Man, I'm blind.
Does anyone look
You
like
have to
they
travel through space and time.
might have anything of value on them?
Your nipples are fairly erect around the noble-looking dwarf at the corner of the bar, but for the most part, everyone else that is around, they're fairly flaccid.
Does anyone in particular, like in the tavern, look particularly drunk?
Everyone looks well inebriated, but no one is acting as if they are.
So everyone seems kind of like mostly in their like good state of mind.
Yeah, everyone. Well, what's to say good state of mind, as they are all
Right, but like
slouched
not
over.
not acting a fool.
Nope, no one is acting rowdy.
I'm gonna bump
Is anyone like falling asleep?
into the.
Does not seem so.
I'm gonna bump into the dwarf on the corner and try to pickpocket him and act very drunk.
Roll me a
All the
performance
places to not
and a sleight of hand.
pick a fight.
Oh, well, if I could move my the sheet on D. Okay, there we go. Performance. I am tipsy, so can I get a bonus on performance for acting drunk?
An advantage, yeah, that's what it is.
And a sleight of hand.
Not bad.
I swear your dice are loaded, sir.
Well, I do have a +9 on sleight of hand.
I see
'cause-
that. No, I'm just joking with you. You did. I also see the 5 from the second roll
Yeah.
there, so that could have gone very poorly. You try to pick his pocket, so please describe to me how you were and where you are picking his pocket.
I'm gonna bump into him and like say, bartender, a drink, and like aggressively bump into it and like shove my hand into his pocket.
In his pocket, okay. And you grasp what feels like coins in his pocket, and he goes, "Oi!" And he pushes you this like away from him in this direction, attempting. Let's see. I was trying to get to these. Where is he? I'll roll for him in a second here. If you're unwilling to be pushed.
No, actually, I'm going to fall with the push
Okay.
and do like a half spin and put like my hand down in front of me and like land on it.
I was like catching yourself as if you'd fallen over.
Yes, but not because I'm drunk, so I just like land on my hand, and as I'm pushing myself up, I kind of pocket the coins.
Brushing yourself off.
Yeah, and I walk away from the bar and I say, "Forget the drink."
And the bartender floats over top of the bar, and in front of it's floating a cup, and it pours into the cup, and it is floating and hovering in front of you.
All right. I take the cup and I drink it, I guess.
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Constitution.
12.
You do still feel the face numbing effects, but you still feel completely sober otherwise, other than the goo that seems to be somewhat sloshed into it all. You're rather pleased with the drink to yourself, because it's a little bit different than the whiskey you've been drinking from your bottle, at least.
And then I'm going to walk outside and count what I just stole.
You do see a dwarf to the... as you walk outside, I mean, you do see one dwarf outside sitting alone to themselves to your left, or to the east. West.
Are they, well...
Yes. They...
wealthy?
Whoa. Oh, wealthy. No, they do not erect your nipples at the sight of them, no.
Okay. So, if I
Do we want to explain to Max?
No, just let it go.
I mean, only if Max asks.
No, I
Do
kind
you
of.
want to know?
He wouldn't be able to see this happening either, technically. It's under...
No, I'm just saying, like out of game.
Kind of hoping I just find out organically, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know technically how many of the characters actually are aware this happens.
Mm.
That's a good question. I'm just gonna walk around to the side of the bar.
Okay.
Actually,
And
I don't
count.
think any of us actually technically do
Yeah.
it as characters.
Go ahead.
Because there's no
and I-
reason why we would.
And I'm going to count the coins I snatched.
Yeah, we just see him like wandering towards wealthier people all the time.
And also finding treasure. I think I do tend to lead the group towards valuables.
You,
Define valuable.
I'm pretty sure I
said-
found the
He-
first
He's saying
magic
trouble wrong.
chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I also lead the group to trouble a lot.
You,
That has nothing to do with what this is, though.
count out a total of the 21 gold pieces you paid previously.
And it's just coins, or is it like coin purse?
It's exactly the same coins that you'd given before.
Okay.
Mine aren't in there.
Nope.
Those
Must-
might have been in another pocket.
Exactly.
Well,
Re-
at least he's not
rest
dumb.
of the rest of the party's still in the bar, right?
Yeah,
It's just
seems
him
like.
outside.
I don't know what you guys are doing inside there, but Warren has walked outside of the bar in the meantime. After that scene.
So I'm gonna approach Mime because we haven't really
Mame.
Mame, apologies. And kind of ask her what she
They.
think, her opinion on what we should do going forward.
They're. They.
Yeah,
They're they them.
There, they apologies.
I don't know.
It's okay. It took me forever to figure it out.
I don't know.
Get used to it.
I don't
It
know.
takes a while to get used to it.
I don't know if Mame is correcting Ruvik on this either. So technically, that was you're talking to Mame and you're making
Yeah.
presumptions, perhaps. And I don't know what Mame would say to those, but those were just out of character. Hats off, is letting you know, because I don't think that was formally portrayed very well. So I wanted to make sure.
No,
you...
and I appreciate that because I have no issues or regard in one way or the other. So yeah, I thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Mame.
So in character, Mame just like stopped. I think at one point in time, Mame probably corrected people, but it senses just whatever, just ignores it. It's fine. So what do I think we should do? Well, I think this whole place kind of sucks. And I don't think we should. If we can stay close and maybe, kill some things. I haven't hit anything with this axe for a while. That would be cool. But otherwise, one of our companions has this really geometric figure that's the key to getting us out of here. And I think we need to try that a couple more times.
I would also like to get out of here, but being a warrior myself, I would like to smack some things around as well. So that sounds like a lovely time.
Yeah, we could see who else wants to find something to fight.
They'll probably take it better from you than me.
Maybe. Okay, so am I correct in seeing Vomyra is still over here?
Yeah.
Looks like.
Okay.
And Chauvin is
So I'm
standing
gonna walk
over by the ghostly thing.
over. This isn't.
That is naked Chauvin standing awkwardly
Yeah.
in the middle of the room
Yeah, so I'm gonna walk over. Where did I go?
on top of a table.
Yeah, I see now. I'm gonna walk over and be like, "So, Vomyra, it's been a little while. You want to go fight some things?"
Let's kill things.
I'm gonna like lovingly tap or pet my axe that's at my waist. Let's go kill things. I like that.
And I like
atmosphere.
whip out my daggers. I'm like, let's go.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna ask Chauvin. So I'm gonna walk over and be careful not to touch the ghost thing. I wonder if touching the ghost thing would make me not diseased or clean from licking the ground outside. It does clean things.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Anyway, it's a thought for another day. Hi, Chauvin.
I totally forgot about the licking.
Like, hey, Chauvin, you want to go find something to kill?
Not really, but that's what it seems we do.
Okay, well, we're gonna go find things to kill if you'd like to come.
I'm coming. I'm
gonna walk outside because I think that's everybody.
So
that's
it's just Warren we need to grab.
Before we leave, I'm gonna poke Ghost.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what happens?
So there's were you waiting? When did you do this? So this is
As I walked by, I like ran my fingers through it.
Like a caress.
Well, more like a little like
Like licking icing off a cake.
kind
You
of
just want to
like just I just grazed it slightly, see if I felt anything.
You feel a shuddering sense as if your mind has been shook, and then you feel a splintering and shattering inside of your mind as well, and not so much of the physical sense, but more so of the mental ability is now
Oh, you've been to grad school.
shattered. And the as you come back to yourself mostly, you do feel as if your hand has been mostly cleaned, and the figure turns around to face you however you had touched it, and there seems to be more of a face to it than there was before, and it looks longingly at you, and you almost see your sister's face, you think, before it fades away into the forms of the creature.
Hey guys! I might have to catch up with you. I want to touch it again.
What?
This time, full on touch it.
Does everybody go outside at that, or stop? And I'm just...
I mean, do we notice? Do we see this happening?
I
You
was
wouldn't...
outside after Warren before he touched it the first time.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing, at least in the regards to me physically moving people, because I have to move you through the door. But
Yeah.
I would have said
I'm outside.
from the where you guys were in the bar, Vomyra, you were at the farthest point. You would have heard Chauvin as well as Ruvik and Mame, but you guys would have been already going through the doorway as he's saying this. You look back over your shoulder, but it doesn't look like he's doing anything. He's looking like he's just passing around the ghost like Mame had. But Vomyra, you do see Chauvin staring intently at the ghostly form as you're about to go out the door. And he says this.
Staring intently.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. I know you said
what
what
did
you
he
wanted.
say again? He's gonna have to
I didn't
hang
say
back.
anything. Oh, yeah. I said I'll have to catch up.
Okay. So I'm like, whoa. Hey, guys. Warren's not coming anymore?
Chauvin.
Warren.
Is that who? No, Chauvin.
Chauvin.
Mom is just gonna go, God damn it,
No,
how many
no, no,
times do
no,
I have
no.
to tell you, don't split the party?
No. I'll catch up.
I don't.
Does he look
believe it for a
intrigued?
second.
By the
I
ghost?
would say I looked intrigued.
You would
I
say.
think he.
Yes, I would say I look intrigued.
Okay.
I think he's got a thing for the ghost, and I think he wants us to like go without him.
Not a thing. You can see my pee-pee. It is still flaccid. Not a thing. Not a thing.
just to make that clear.
Because you're impotent doesn't mean you're not aroused.
Warren! Shut up.
That's what I was gonna say. He seems very interested with this ghost, and I mean, we can leave him, but I just want to let you know.
Trying to decide if Mime is gonna be pissed off or Mama is gonna get pissed off or not, and go and like pick him up.
If
How,
you never know exactly, sometimes you can just roll a d20. That's what I like to do.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna roll a real one in real life. Here in front of my face.
Hey.
I got an 11. I should have probably decided which way was going for which.
Good luck,
I'm
guys.
gonna have the.
I've decided
I
I'm
got
obsessed with this
pissed
ghost.
So I'm gonna go storm back in when I hear this. When I hear Vomyra say this, I'm gonna be like, "Oh hell no!" And I'm gonna storm back in.
And I'm like, whoa,
And just
like a
forcibly.
step back.
Remove Chauvin from the bar.
Yeah, so I am going to like hunker down like a linebacker as I'm going towards him and just like ram him with my shoulder, but at the same time wrap my arm around and pick him up so that like his whole I'm holding him by his thighs. Like his thighs are over my shoulder, his head is hanging down, and his feet are like if this makes sense.
I see what you're going for, but what are you doing, Chauvin? Because there is going to be a roll that's happening on this, of course.
Well, I'm about to be attacked from behind, so I can't say I see it coming.
You do hear Mame burst through the door.
I wouldn't think she's gonna fucking grab my ass and pick me up. Moving forward, I would not think this. But at this moment, I wouldn't think that.
It is not your back either. I would say that it was more of your side, even though.
Well, the door's here, and originally I had my character like this, and then you moved me.
Oh,
So
you were
that
like
would-
that?
Yeah, I'm staring at it. As I grazed it, it made a face at me. I looked straight at it, which gives her my back.
Oh, I thought you were over here. And
No, I imagine I walked by and I like grazed it while walking towards the door. Then my hand felt funny. My brain did a thing. I looked at it, seeing what you said, and I stared straight at it, which puts my back to the door.
Oh, okay. Well, then it would just be a disadvantage. But what would you be doing in the situation as you'd heard Mame? I guess that would be what you'd have to figure out.
I'm still staring at it with my hand about to like full on fucking go in that shit.
Oh, so you were
Leave
closer
room for
to it.
Jesus.
Because if you were by the door, you were a good, like, if you were here,
Jesus?
like you're saying, then you were a
Who's
good.
Jesus?
Well, it was here, and
Whoever
Like, it
you
was
want
like
them
right
to be.
here. That's what I was imagining, at least. So you guys, so Mame was a good like 5 feet away from you as she'd entered the door. That's where I was saying there would be probably some time for you to like see out of the corner of your eye, but I guess if
I
you're
would
facing
state I
backwards,
don't notice.
Yeah.
Yes, I do
I don't
not
know. I'm
notice.
moving
So-
awfully fast.
then it would be a disadvantage that you would roll, but I would still say you wouldn't be doing that willingly, obviously. So you would roll a unarmed strike, Mame, and
I'd say with advantage, because again, I don't see her coming.
Chauvin, you're rolling with disadvantage of a acrobatics check to try and touch the ghost.
Try to touch it? Shit, now everything's in on this.
Yeah. Because you were trying to do that as they were coming
Damn.
through the door.
Just watching this happen for the meantime.
Oh, well.
Yep.
Good thing I rolled.
I see a 21 and a 5 and a 13 and an 8. So
Winter.
you take
So I hit
8?
for 21,
what?
and the damage is 5.
Yeah, 2 hit is 21 and the damage is.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's 5?
5.
Because I see
Yes.
an 8 on the
Bludgeoning damage is 5. The second one, so he said with advantage, so I rolled it twice. But so the first one has 21 unarmed strike, and then 5 bludgeoning damage.
Rowan has a 13
I
acrobatics
got you.
with.
I got you. Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't have listened to someone who wasn't the DM.
No, you did supposed to roll it twice, but I realized what the roll is telling me now. I was looking at it wrong. I thought the first one was advantage and disadvantage, and then the second one was, but now I'm understanding. Anyways, so you do hit, and there is 8 damage that has occurred. Not exactly sure.
Bam.
You said basically you're going for the legs, as I understand it, to try and flip them up and get them on your shoulders so that Chauvin's on your back, essentially, right?
Yeah, so I'm definitely hitting like below his center of gravity. So whether
So
that's his ass, I should
the-
probably go for his ass.
The damage was definitely to a buttocks of some sort, and it was a head doming it.
I got hit in the ass. Is everything okay?
You should
Headbutt.
probably roll a Constitution saving throw with
Who?
Chauvin.
So you hit him in the back
And
Shit
his
me in the
ass.
booty.
and his ass. Okay, so is
Oh, I thought-
is the backpack like on
Backpack,
Mime's like
backpack.
shoulder? Essentially, like if she
So
like
I feel like
if you like went down and like grabbed him, you're like at waist level. So does that mean like his backpack is like on Mime's or Mame's shoulder thing?
I feel like his weight, the part of him that's on my shoulder is below the backpack. So the backpack isn't like between his body and mine, but it is on his back still.
Yeah. I would say your backpacks are basically touching right now, is what I was imagining too, because you would like head-butted his butt to lift him up off of his feet to drag him out of this place, and he's reaching as much forward as he can to try and touch the ghost, not at all being able to do so, and you're dragging him out, but your You can also feel
If
his.
we're working with physics here, when she hit me, wouldn't I have touched it? Because that's what we're talking about
No.
now. We're now working with physics.
I lifted. I didn't just like
That's where the
ram
acrobatics-
into you. I like
You
was
said you
scooping up.
tackled like that, rah, which is forward
No, well,
momentum,
I
which
got
would make the
down.
hand go forward.
She just like went down and like picked him up by the legs.
That's where the acrobatics with the 8 was in, so I'm assuming that it was a little bit more to the left than you were expecting, or to the right, I guess, to the right than you were expecting, as they picked you up. So you aren't not quite touching it. However, Mame, you were noticing with impressiveness the amount of steel that is in his buns on your neck currently.
Buns of steel!
It's like real life. Holy shit!
Yeah.
How
I'm
tall
so
are you,
immersed.
Mame?
7 feet.
Fuck.
So
Okay,
Ow.
so
Get off me!
I'm standing in the corner and I'm gonna wait for
Wow, 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 wow,
For
wow, wow.
Mame
I don't
and
like this at all.
Chauvin to walk past, and then I'm gonna follow behind as Mame is carrying out Chauvin, and I'm just gonna try to like grab something out of like a random pocket in Chauvin's backpack.
oh, like secretively.
Yeah, like because he's like distracted and being carried, and I'm just gonna try to follow behind and like do like a little like. Boop.
Yeah. You're
People
gonna,
say I'm the troublemaker in the group.
you haven't
Totally.
you haven't met
Oh, you're about to be with that fucking bird.
You haven't met Vomyra for very long. That was all, and so you're gonna roll a sleight of hand, and Chauvin and Mame, you are struggling with each other to get through this door, I presume.
Yes,
even
I don't
though
want to go.
you are grappled at this point, I would say in this particular scenario that I was incorporating the 2 hit for that, because that was your intent, if I understood. And you would basically get to roll a strength saving throw to see if you get ungrappled with a DC that would be dependent upon Mame's strength.
I would like to roll a perception to see if I notice Vomyra pickpocketing.
So, when you say based on my strength,
I'm getting to your page to see if I can
Like the
interpret a little bit
number?
for you. It would be. It would be.
18?
It would be roll a d20, just for the he could have. It should be usually it's. Let me go to it now. Grapple. There's a thing that says it. Escaping
It's athletics.
athletics. Okay.
Yes.
So it's. It. Oh, so it would be. You would have to roll in athletics though. To do
It's the
so
same roll.
and to succeed on a strength. So yeah, you would roll an athletics check on the. But I was looking to see what the because normally the creature tells you what the DC is for the grapple thing. However, an individual's would be based off of their actual strength.
I thought we had a dice show off. She rolls, I roll.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it would be based upon your strength modifier
Yes.
though. Mame. So roll for it and then add your strength modifier, which is a +7.
So just
Come on,
Basically
18.
Just roll strength.
Chauvin strength modifier is +7.
Yours
No.
is Mame.
Mine's -1.
Mine's a +4.
What was on your page? I see a strength of +7.
You should be able to.
Oh,
just
you're
add
right.
this
My
on
strength
stuff.
saving is
Right.
+7.
Oh, the saving.
Yes, I was gonna say it's probably her saving throw.
I apologize.
Yeah, so it
No,
should
it's
just
fine.
be a. You should be able to
My
just
athletics?
click on the strength.
Yeah.
Like
It is
not
+7
under saving,
though.
but like, you should be able to just roll.
Yeah, for the
straight
+4 then.
strength.
Okay, so I'm just rolling a strength.
Mm-hmm. Chauvin bursts from your shoulders, rolling forward. Vomyra got a 27 with a sleight of hand. Your hand goes into Chauvin's pocket, but there's like
No, look at that. Well, do I
You're-
still have a torque?
your torque is on you. It stays on you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know shit. My perception rolls are so fucking ass all the fucking time.
That's wisdom. You're not very wise.
I
got
able to
+2?
grab something
Yeah.
before he falls off, or no?
I was trying to get to Chauvin's page.
Don't forget, my deck of many things is Kiesler's stash. She ain't
Yep.
reaching my dark hole.
I know. I
Like,
know.
should
I also have stuff at the bottom. Other possessions.
Oh,
like
right,
that
right,
damn
right.
book. Well, here's the
Oh,
book. It's gone.
your hand brushes up against quite a few different things, but it grasps onto something small, hard, and rectangular.
Oh, thank Christ, I thought it was something else.
I grab it and I quickly like shove it shove it in a pocket.
And you can roll a perception against that, Chauvin, to see if you notice.
I mean,
But-
there's a tussle. I don't really care.
It
I
was-
wouldn't have noticed.
Also a 27. That's where I was going with that.
There's a bunch of things touching me. I just want to let go of. I wouldn't notice.
So you were free. You're standing in the doorway.
In the doorway,
Mm-hmm.
touching the butt. Let me in. Thank you. Proceeding to touch the butt, unless someone stops me again.
Are you running with your arms open for like a hug, or what are you doing?
No, it's not that ridiculous. I'm just hand out to touch it. Full on touch.
Where?
I don't know, center mass?
Like right in its face. Because it's like a
Yes.
floating face, essentially, with a bunch
Yes.
of tendrils.
I'm gonna touch its face.
Okay. So,
How much time do I have?
you're getting your bearings back as Chauvin is running in that direction.
If you grab me again, I will give up. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, I also have some rope. So is he near me at all? Can I like grab him?
Not within
any way?
grabbing different distance, no. He is easily
If I like
flipped off.
do like if I like jump and like reach and try to like grab his foot or something.
I'm cool with that.
You would both have to roll again, essentially.
So
Okay.
would I be inside or outside after?
I'm not sure. You were standing there, but I'm guessing as Chauvin comes off of Mame, then you would just back up into the inn to
Okay.
to stay out of the tussle. That was my assumption, at least.
Okay, yeah. I just wasn't sure where the tussle happened. If it was like in the door frame or
It's like right
outside.
in the doorway.
like. Okay, yeah. So then I would back up. Yep. So I'd back up and.
14.
I'm starting to lose my patience waiting for you guys to leave the bar. I'm making my way back towards the front door.
Oh, god damn it. Oh.
What was Mame's strength?
Right, roll
Oh.
strength again.
Unarmed. I apologize. And this one's not with advantage this
Unarmed?
time.
I just figured she'd grab me. And I was fighting it, because
No,
she
that's
said
what-
she'd do it for my foot.
Motherfucker.
That's what you would have to do for a grapple.
Yeah, I was letting the grapple happen. I was letting her grab my foot, because she
Oh.
said she jumped, and
So-
I was like, it makes sense, I'd allow
Oh,
it, and
sure.
me trying to break free.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh wait, so should I roll athletics?
I don't think so then, because it sounds like you jumped to grab like that. I understand the situation now. I didn't fully understand it entirely until you just went through that. So you jumped and grabbed as if belly flopping on the ground to grab Chauvin's
That's what-
ankle.
But
Yep.
she did, and I, like, pulled away, and
You put your hand into the thing. So as you're putting your hand fully into the face of the thing, you feel Mame in your hands, Chauvin shudder. And Chauvin, you experience as if vividly from another perspective. In a glen, in a beautiful day, the sun is shining, the grass nicely dewed from the morning. You're standing there against a tree in the shadow with your bow readied, and you're looking across the small glen, and you see come out from the clearing a deer. And then, all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose, literally. And from the middle of the glen, magma turning into lava as it bursts forth, coating you in the deer, and you're just screaming, and you come back to yourself, probably screaming.
Am I
out
still
loud.
screaming? Good.
Yeah.
I'd feel I'd still be screaming.
I'm walking through the front doorway just as he starts screaming.
I rush over. I'm like, Chauvin, Chauvin!
Warren is wishing for a bag of popcorn.
It's okay.
Uh,
You're just in a tavern.
Don't. Don't touch that shit. Don't touch that shit. No. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me.
And
Sorry,
Mama's just gonna
Mame.
stand up, brush themselves off, and being like, "Dumbass," walk outside.
I just kind of look confusingly from one to the other.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
And
I catch Vomyra's gaze.
and
Yeah,
I'm
what's up?
like kind of contemplating. Like I'm like what happened?
Yeah.
Like do I?
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot her an inquisitive look, like I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this my companions as a whole. After this little interaction, I walk outside the bar again.
I'm assuming Mame and Vomyra do the same.
Mm-hmm.
I take a while. I'm like seriously pondering for a second. What does that like? Did the ghost like
Are you talking
do
to me?
anything or change?
Are you
No,
talking to me?
asking.
Oh.
Visibly.
I'm asking Josh. Like when I watched like this happen, like did the ghost like Nero stop? Sorry. 'Cause I saw what happened to Chauvin, but like what did the ghost do, or what did the ghost look like when this happened?
Pretty much from everyone else's perspective, the ghost just floated there. And there was a little bit brighter glowing of the red eyes, but that was about it.
Outside, I would like to tell Warren that it showed me everything that I've ever wanted, and it was so beautiful there.
What?
A grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded, and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out. If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.